Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokoc for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokoc State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokoc State Farm.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol and Janelle's and the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol and Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carol and Janelle's where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
Welcome to the Wallaston Athletic Complex on the campus of Wilkes University as we get ready for Wilkes football here on GoWilkesU.com and the John Mendola Show Network. I am Tom Ferguson. Thanks so much for joining us for this afternoon's contest. The Wilkes Colonels playing host to the Albright College Lions here on homecoming at Wilkes University. So lots of festivities around the university. Wilkes coming in 2-3 on the season, 1-2 in conference. Albright 0-5. They've had a tough run of things. I got a chance to talk to head coach John Drock ahead of today's contest, and here's what he had to say concerning their matchup with the Albright College Lions. Wilkes on Alberta, the Wilkes football pregame show here on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com. I'm Tom Ferguson. Coach John Drock joining me here in the pregame show. Coach, a solid road win, we'll call it, against Alberta last Saturday in a game where the offense maybe wasn't quite as efficient as it usually is. Defense turned them over a couple times there. They helped give the offense a few short fields, forced 8 punts as well. What's kind of your overall assessment of last week's win?
I thought offensively it took us a while to catch up. Offense and special teams wise, I don't think we played our best game so far this year. We played better in some better games this fall. But I think the defense did a great job. They brought them up, they turned them over. They held them and they kind of turned them over on third down quite a bit. Got them off the field a little bit. That was one of the things we really talked about the previous week was getting up the field on third down. And I think they did a much better job of that. All the best collectively, scheme-wise, play-wise. I thought they were just much more efficient, much more sound.
Once you were able to get the offense going, and the team ran for a season high 159 yards. Jason Wiley, the leader, again, 90 yards. Jose got 3 touchdowns. Seems like Jason is kind of providing a good spark to that ground game.
I think so. I think he did a good job taking care of the ball this week. That was a point of emphasis for him this week. But he's pretty tough to tackle. He's tough to stay down. He's pretty shifty in the hole. And he gives us some pretty good things. That's on one end.
14-14, early third quarter, 3rd and 6 at the Alberta 26-yard line. Jose finds a way to the end zone. It caps a 7-play, 80-yard drive to give you guys the lead, recapture the lead. How big was that moment, and what can you say about Jose's ability to make those kinds of plays?
That's his game. That's kind of one of those things he does really, really well. And I thought in the first half, and to be honest with you, I thought that was probably one of his worst games this fall. So far. He just didn't play efficiently. He was hesitant in the grass. He slipped around a little bit. He was waiting for some of the guys on that surface, which is a wet surface. That's the first time we played on a grass surface and stuff. So there was something to be said for that. At the same time, when he is able to use that athleticism and get on the edge and get around people, it's pretty dangerous. And I think that was a big point of the game. For us, we made a big emphasis of it. Coming out of halftime, that we wanted to go down and score. That we needed to put some points on the board to make it a 2-possession game. We were able to do that over those next 3 possessions.
I mean, you kind of already talked about it here, but the defense, in spite of maybe Jose having his worst game, the defense probably had their best game of the season. They limited Alberta to 213 total yards, didn't give up a second half point, forced 2 of 14 on third downs, 10 tackles for loss. I mean, how big is that kind of performance when the other parts of the game aren't quite as up to par?
I think it's huge. It's nice to be able to get on those guys a little bit. And they've been solid at points throughout the course of the year, too.
Right.
I think they've really given us some stability. They've gotten off the field when they needed to. And honestly, those first 2 touchdowns in the first half, I'd credit those to their offense and special teams going forward, to the defense themselves. To special teams penalty and a special teams touchdown.
Right.
And so I think they did a great job of limiting Albright, really putting the bottleneck around that quarterback and making him have to throw and taking the ball out of the tailback's hands.
Now, how big was it, even just as a team, to kind of get that win? It wasn't necessarily a road game, but it was down in Reading. You guys played, got a trophy at the end of it as well. What kind of feeling is that, you think, for the squad to get that kind of win?
It's good. I mean, I think that we understand that we need to take care of business on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and the games on Saturday.
Right.
And did not have a very good practice last week, and showed the first half of the football game. But they responded, and they came back, and they bounced back, and they were able to get a win on the road in the conference, which is a really, really tough thing to do. If you can go on the road in the conference and get a win, those are pretty special. So we're back home this weekend, and we need to kind of continue to build on our efforts from last week, and I think it's great to have a little bit of positive momentum and positive energy coming into this week and what's not there.
We're here with Coach John Drock, the Wilkes football pregame show. Let's switch gears to this weekend. Albright coming in. They're 0-5 for the first time since 1992, and they've been in 3 out of the 5 games into at least halftime, even leading at half. 2 scores last week against FDU. Are they kind of where Wilkes was maybe last year, in kind of where they are in some ways?
I think so. I think they played 3 top 10 teams in the country. Right. And when you play 3 top 10 teams in the country, you have to play a game every week. And between Salisbury and Mendola, they have some ridiculous talent that they play against.
Right.
And they're a very, very talented football team. And they've had a couple of bounces that haven't come their way here and there. But at the same time, they're loaded with talent across the field. And they're pretty young as well, so they're going to continue to grow. And I think they're still making a couple rookie mistakes and stuff across the board from time to time, which hurts them. And sometimes that takes them out of some of those close games.
Right.
It sounds very, very similar to us. So, I mean, it's going to be a good matchup. They're a talented football team, and they're very, very well battle-worn playing that amount of talent throughout the course of those first 5 weeks.
Junior Jimmy Hayes, the quarterback, leads the offense, 927 yards passing, with 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He had 14 connections with Kyle Dickerson, their top receiver, 3 of those for touchdowns last week. When their offense is working, he seems to be throwing well. How do you throw them out of rhythm defensively?
I think you got to get him off the spot a little bit. He's a big, tall, physical kid, and he can really whip him. He has a really, really strong arm. You get Kim Slim sit back there and be comfortable.
Right.
And he's got to move off that spot a little bit. We got to do a great job being physical at the line of scrimmage with some of those receivers, and cloud those windows up so our pressure can get home. We've got to be able to rush the passer with 3 or 4 guys, and create a little bit of pressure with our front guys so we can play some of the coverage things back behind it. More than anything, I think that we used to know that we covered those big plays. Right. And I think that was really, really hurt after you. It wasn't the nickel and diming, it was the 60-yard play, the 70-yard play.
Right.
And those are the things that you got to really look at, an explosive offense like Albright.
And obviously limiting them might create some more plays there on defense. The bottom half of the conference, both third down conversion and total first downs. What can the defense kind of do to put them in those key third and long situations?
Like I said, I think we had to win first down and second down. They are predominantly a pass offense. They pass the ball 85% of the time overall. Still a good running back, but they did a good job distributing the football to a number of wide receivers. So not just Dickerson, but a number of guys. And we have to limit them and make great tackles on the edge. Make open field tackles and limit 5-yard catches to 5-yard catches. Right. You know what I mean? If you allow some of those 5-yard catches to go for 15, 25, 30, that's when they're going to start to really get running.
Right. Albright's defense is giving up a conference worst 560 yards per game. Their scoring margin after halftime is good. They've only scored 7 points after halftime all season. Again, they've played some very tough teams, as we pointed out. What holes do you kind of see for Jose and company to take advantage of, and how critical are turnovers against a team that has struggled so far this year like Albright?
I think we have to limit the turnovers 100%, and that's one thing we've done a pretty decent job of throughout the course of the season so far. As far as holes go, I don't see a ton of holes. They're super explosive on their front, they're athletic in their linebackers and their secondary. We're just going to have to do some things that we stay in the field. I think that we have to be patient with 3 and 4-yard runs. We have to be patient with 5 and 6 yards completions. We can't just get greedy and want to jump the ball over at a time. For us, we have to be very disciplined in what we're doing. If we can do that consistently, that's going to lead to points, and it's going to lead to their offense being on the sideline so they can't make those big plays. That we just need to continually execute. If we can do that over the course of a 60-minute game, we're going to be in a game in the fourth quarter. Like I said, it's a very, very talented football team. Without question, they're probably the most talented 0-5 football team in the country. And it speaks to the level of competition and the level of challenge that they provide their students. It takes something special to go and play and schedule some of those games that they've scheduled so far this year. And they really put themselves to the test that when they play in their conference play, they're going to be a stronger football team. And I think we'll see that as they go down the stretch.
You got a road win, a neutral field win with a trophy attached, but still obviously in search of a home win, homecoming, lots of alumni in the stands. How do you kind of manage that extra energy and keep your kids focused on the game?
The kids are pretty focused on the game. They're not going to worry too much about the alums in the stands and homecoming and that kind of thing. College homecoming is a different environment than a high school homecoming situation, that kind of thing. There's not as much pomp and circumstance that kind of goes along with college. We're having a moment we can practice this week, and we know what's out of us. You know what I mean? I think we know we're playing a very, very talented football team. For us, our goal is to really just win. And we need to execute our game plan this week and put ourselves in a situation to continue to improve. We have a lot of places to improve on from last week, and we need to continue to do that to get to where we want to go in the end.
Colonels hosting the Lions homecoming at Wilkes. Coach, as always, appreciate your time.
Thanks, Michelle.
So there's Coach Drock talking about the matchup with Albright here. The captains meeting out at midfield here at the Ralston Athletic Complex. Wilkes and Albright. We're going to have that game for you here on GoWilkesU.com and, of course, also on the John Mendola Show Network. I am Tom Ferguson. Thanks so much for joining us. Albright 0-5 on the season. Their head coach, John Marska, in his 12th season at the helm, 85 wins and 43 losses in his career. This has been probably the most challenging season he's faced in his career at the helm for the Lions. They haven't been 0-5, as I mentioned in the pregame, since 1992. Defensively, they have played some pretty tough opponents. One of the top teams in the nation, University Mary Hardin Baylor, lost 91-7 in the second game of the season. Albright won the toss and they will receive. They lost to Salisbury as well, 48-14. Lost to Widener 69-0. They led 34-20 over FDU at halftime last week, but ended up losing 34-21, but ended up losing 48-34, so they didn't score a point in the second half. And I made mention of that in the pregame. Albright has only scored 7 points in the second half all season long, so they have struggled to get their offense going in the second half. Meanwhile, Wilkes coming off a big 34-14 win over Alvernia last week on the road down in Reading. Coming away with a win there against the Golden Wolves, the first matchup between the Colonels and them. Jose Tabora was a little less efficient than he usually is, was 14-30. But he did receive a touchdown, ran for 2 more, and Wilkes was able to come away with a victory. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have the opening kick between Wilkes and Albright here on GoWilkesU.com and the John Mendola Show Network.
Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at McCarthyTire.com.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokoch for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokoch State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokoch State Farm.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carolyn Janelle's and the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carolyn Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carolyn Janelle's where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
So the national anthem over and done with, and we're just about ready for football here on the John Mendola Show Network, GoWilkesU.com. I am Tom Ferguson. Thanks so much for joining us. This contest between Wilkes and Albright. It's Albright that's going to get the ball to start. Albright in the white uniforms. They've got the black numbers with the red trim, the red and black trim on the shoulders, and of course the red helmets with the white A for Albright on the logo there. Meanwhile, Wilkes counters today in the home navy with the white numbers, the gold trim. They've also got the white pants with the gold trim and the gold helmets with the Wilkes flag blue logo on the front there. Albright coming in, averaging about 236.5 yards per game, just 7.4 yards per game on the ground. That is 237th in the country. That's a dead last in the conference in terms of running. They throw a lot, but remember, they were behind a lot for most of the season, so they rely a lot on the passing game to try to get back into it. Looks like it's Lawson back to receive. And is that the Shields? Yeah, the Shields and Lawson are back to receive. For Albright, they stand inside their own 5. Meanwhile, it's Cutoff that has the ball on the 35-yard line near side hash. Lots of college football happening in the area. Alvernia up in Dallas taking on Misericordia. Kings home to Widener today as well. So homecoming here. Wilkes about ready to get things underway. It's Cutoff with the ball on the 35-yard line. Puts his boot to it. It's an end-over-end kick. It's taken by Lawson near side 9-yard line. Now tries to cut up the middle of the field. Gets out across the 25. And the ball came out towards the end. And the officials are going to say he was down just beyond the 25-yard line. It looks like they'll mark him down around the 27. And that's where Albright will start. So they put that at the 26-yard line. And we'll get our first look at Jimmy LaHaye and company. Jimmy, a junior, 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 927 yards passing so far this year. He's out of the shotgun. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. 1st and 10 from his own 26-yard line, ball far side hash. LaHaye has a side call right to him. Gets the snap, back he goes. 4-man rush for Wilkes, throws it short, it's complete to his tight end, Bruce, out to the 29-yard line. A pickup of about 4 to the 30.
Spot is the tackle made by number right on the 30.
So Bruce on the catch, a 4-yard pitching catch there. Makes it 2nd and 6 from the 30-yard line. They need the 36. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. It's a shotgun once again. It looks like that's Tony Thorpe, the freshman. Side call right to LaHaye. Wilkes showing some pressure with Challenger off the left side of the defense. LaHaye gets the snap. Inside give to Thorpe. Thorpe trying to run off the left edge, trying to find the edge, and he's pushed backwards. Great defense from the Colonels, as in on that stop was Zach Weber, who came all the way from his safety spot to get to the edge and push him backwards. A loss of 5 on the play.
I'm sorry. It's the 25.
Excellent edge rush there from Wilkes. Back to the 25 goes Albright, and now it's the first 3rd down attempt of the game for the Lions. No score, 13:38 to go here first quarter. Wilkes trying to get a quick 3 and out on defense. Shotgun, 3 to the near side. 1 receiver to the top for LaHaye. I think that's Thorpe, side car to his right. 4 down linemen for the Colonels. 3rd and 11 for Albright. Left to right as we see it. Here's the snap. Back goes LaHaye. Pressure coming. Throws it down the left sideline. It's long and incomplete. The intended receiver was Zach Miller, but it was too far out in front of him. And it will be 4th and 11.
Punting is going to be 99.
So good start to the game here for Wilkes.
Yes.
Kevin Getz back to punt.
Back for us.
40.3 yards per punt so far this season for him. Nick Yannick back to receive,
15 and 29.
along with Jacob Cadis, and they stand inside their own 35-yard line. So Getz standing at his own 10, a quick 3 and out for the Wilkes defense, 4th and 11. Getz gets this one away, high, spiraling punt. This is beautiful. Cadis tries to catch it, bounces out of his hands, grabs it at his own 16-yard line, now returns it up the field, gets out to the 30, breaks a tackle. Cadis tripped up as he tried to get to the outside, but not before he gets to the 34-yard line. So Wilkes will start from their own 34 with 12:58
Put it down to the 34-35.
to go here in the first quarter.
35.
So they're going to give him the 35-yard line. Good return for Cadiz. It's 1st and 10 for the Wilkes Colonels. 4th in the conference in total offense, 291 yards per game. 2nd in the conference in passing at nearly 278 yards per game. Tabora, shotgun, sidecar to his left is Wiley. 3 to the near side, 1 to the top, 1st and 10 from their own 35, moving right to left. Fakes the inside give. Tabora just going to keep it himself. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. About a yard pickup on the play.
40 and 30.
Tabora came in 266 yards on the ground so far this year. 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Ball just beyond the 35-yard line. Tabora with Wiley next to him. It's Stieber near side. Meanwhile, trips to the top of the formation with Nelson, Yannick, and Harrison. Pressure on the edge shown by Albright. Tabora out of the shotgun. Quick pass out to Yannick. Gets a couple blockers in front on the side. First down across the 50, and he'll be knocked down right there at the 50-yard line. So the quick 14 or 15-yard completion out to the 50 there. Yannick on the catch. First down Wilkes right at midfield. 12 minutes to go here, first quarter, no score. Yannick, already his 27th reception this year. He's in the slot near side along with Juan Salas Negron. And then it's Stieber near side. To the top, it's Nelson in isolation. Shotgun once again. They bring Yannick in motion. Now it's 2-by-2. Here's the snap. Inside give. Wiley running off out of the shotgun. Able to break a tackle. Jason Wiley deep inside Albright territory. Knocked down after picking up a first down at the 34-yard line. A 16-yard run. So the Wilkes offense moving the ball well here early. Ball on the 34-yard line. Right to left, Wilkes is moving with it. Looks like Joe Lashinsky, the freshman, checking into the game here for the Colonels. His first action. Now it's going to be a pistol look. No, two sidecars. Now Wiley lines up behind Tabora out of the shotgun. Lashinsky to his right. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the top. 1st and 10 from the Albright 34-yard line. Here's the snap. Now Tabora's going to run with it, and he's going to try to get a block from Wiley. Gets one block. He crosses the 30 before he's taken down. Looked like Ryan Rogers, the freshman linebacker, comes up with a stop. It's a grab of about 4 there for Tabora.
Spot is the Albright 30.
So Wilkes moving the ball well early here. 2nd and about 6 from the 30-yard line. This Albright defense, 241st in the country, dead last in the conference against the rush, 293 yards allowed per game. 3 to the top, 1 to the near side. Shotgun again, Wiley sidecar right to Tabora. Nelson in isolation near side. Pressure on the edge again from the Lions. Play action, Tabora goes back, he's under duress, has to run out with it to the left side, gets a block on the sideline and tiptoes out of bounds near the 25. He's close to the first down marker. Needed 6. They are going to give him 6.
24. First down.
So Tabora picks up another first down. That's the 3rd of the drive for Wilkes. To the 24 they go with 9:45 to go here first quarter. Tabora with 11 yards rushing already. So 2 to the top. No, 3 to the top, excuse me. Tight end left with Justin Deem. Shotgun.
Still 35 in the backfield.
And it's Wiley sidecar left to Tabora. He's going to run off that left side. Now cuts up the field and he's hit after gaining about 2 or 3 yards. Not a ton of space to run in there.
39 on the tackle.
In on the stop there. David Sanchez from his defensive end spot.
22.
Mark it right at the 22, so that's a 2-yard pickup for Tabora. So he's run a couple times already, 4 carries, 13 yards for Jose Tabora. They go 3 to the top with Stieber deep, Nelson and Yannick in the slot. Tight end left side is Jordan Jones. Shotgun again for Tabora. 2nd and 8 from the Albright 22-yard line, 8:48 to go first quarter. He's going to roll to his right out of the shotgun, looking downfield, throws it, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Great defense played by Jalen Lawson. He had his man open. Yannick, I think, was the one that was coming open on the out pattern there. But Lawson came over, knocked it free, and that's the first incompletion of the game for Wilkes. And that brings up the first third down attempt. The Albright Lions team trying to get behind their defense here. Three to the top, one to the near side. Shotgun for Wilkes. 3rd and 8 from the Albright 22-yard line. Stieber in isolation near side. Wiley once again, sidecar left to Tabora. Rolls, now has to get rid of it quickly to Stieber. Gets it complete, gets some blocks. Stieber down the sideline. Stieber into the end zone. Touchdown, no flags, and the Colonels are on the board. Well-designed wide receiver screen goes for 22 yards, and the Colonels strike first. So Tabora hooks up with Stieber for 22 yards. Meanwhile, Cutteroff on to kick the extra point. Puts that one through. And the Colonels lead early here, 7-0, 8:30 to go first quarter. You're listening to Wilkes Football on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com.
Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers at Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com.
So welcome back to the Ralston Athletic Complex, where it's the Wilkes Colonels on top 7-0, an 8-play, 66-yard drive that takes 4 minutes and 28 seconds, and the Colonels lead 7-0. Update from up in Kings, already not even 4 minutes into the game, 14-0 Widener on top of Kings, and Alvernia leads Misericordia 7-6. 10 minutes to go, first quarter in that one. So Cutteroff to kick off your balls on the 35-yard line near side hash. Right to left as we see it. Perfect opening possession for the Colonels here. They get that one off. Taken by Lawson, his own 5-yard line. Across the 15, the 20, the 25. Quickly up the field before he's knocked down across the 30. Lost his helmet in the process.
Spot is going to be the 30.
The 34 or so, looks like, is where they'll have Albright for their second possession. Right at the 34-yard line near side hash. Albright was up 34-21 against FDU last weekend before losing 48-34, giving up 27 unanswered in the third and fourth quarter. Shotgun again, one receiver near side, 2 to the top for Jimmy LaHaye. Looks like that's Tony Thorpe, sidecar to his left. Gets the snap, play action, now quickly throws it out to the left side. It's complete to his man around the 39-yard line. I think that was Zach Miller. Devin Fink on the stop, and they pick up at 5 yards. So 2nd and 5, ball actually got out to the 40. They're going to give him 6 yards on that play. So 2nd and 4 from the 40-yard line. Shotgun again, 2 to the top, more to the near side. Albright moving left to right. It's on the far side hash this time. LaHaye gets the snap. Back he goes. Looking, has time, throws it over the middle, complete to Miller. First down on forward progress to the 45.
It's going to be right at the 50. Tackle by number 25, Michael Murphy. First down right at the 50. First down. Or 45.
So a 5-yard completion to Miller. And that's the first down of the game for the Albright Lions. Left to right. 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. 7:18 to go first quarter. They trail 7-0. Shotgun again, 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Jimmy LaHaye. Thorpe next to him. Isolation, Kyle Dickerson, near side right. Gets the snap, LaHaye goes back, looks to his left, has time, steps into the pocket, nice looking ball downfield, and it is intercepted! Picked off by Fink! Knocks it down at his own 15-yard line. Devin Fink on the pick, the first turnover of the game.
First down and Colonels at the 14-yard line.
That's a great job by Fink to get underneath the coverage and come up with the pick, and now it's 1st and 10, Wilkes from their own 14-yard line. It was a good-looking ball from LaHaye, but Fink was stride for stride with the intended receiver, and now the Colonels get their second possession with 6:57 to go in the first quarter. To the near side, Stieber, Salas Negron, he's in the slot, and to the top, so it's a 2-by-2. Nelson, the deep man, Yannick in the slot to the top. It's Wiley, sidecar right, to Tabora. Out of the shotgun, back he goes, 1st and 10 from his own 14. He's just going to run with this off to the right side, picks up about 6 or 7 across the 20.
Tabora carries out of bounds.
Then I say he stepped out at the 19.
Second down.
That's about 2nd and 5, about a 5-yard pickup there. So that's happened a couple times. Albright has gotten some pressure into the backfield, and Tabora has quickly gotten out. So 2nd and 5 now for the Colonels, right to left as we see it, far side hash. Bryce Harrison, tight end left. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the top. Stieber and Yannick near side, Nelson isolation to the top. Play action on the RPO. It's Tabora making a few people miss in the middle. Trying to get out to the 24-yard line. He is close, and I think they're going to get him the first down.
Tackled by number 21 by Jalen.
Another 5-yard pickup there. So the Colonels move the sticks once again. 4 first downs, actually 5 first downs already in this game. Wilkes, one of the best teams in the country, 10th, 115 first downs coming into this game. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Handoff running up the middle. Nowhere to go as the Lions close in on Wiley. I don't think he's going to get anything there. No gain. It looked like Wilkes ran it out of the pistol here. This is a big defensive possession for Albright, giving up 560 yards per game total on defense. Need to come up with a big stop, can't afford their offense to fall behind. So trips to the near side, and 1 receiver to the top for Wilkes. Now Tabora out of the shotgun, 2nd and 10 from his own 24-yard line, moving right to left. Looks quickly to the isolation side, picks up Stieber. Stieber makes 1 man miss, breaks another tackle, close to the first down marker, out near the 34-yard line. So they're going to move him right to the sticks on a 10-yard completion. So they complete it. They get another first down as Wilkes. And now it's 1st and 10 at their own 34 with 4:40 to go here first quarter. This is the pace of the game that Coach Drock wants. 2 receivers near side. It's Ermias, deep man here. Yannick in the slot. 1 receiver to the top. Pistol look. It's Wiley behind Tabora with a fullback to his right. 1st and 10 from his own 34-yard line. Play action. Tabora has time. Steps up. Goes off to the right side for Nelson. It's too high and it's incomplete.
Tabora's pass incomplete. Intended for number 7, Derek Nelson.
So nothing there. 2nd and 10 for Wilkes from their own 34-yard line. Misericordia has taken a 13-7 lead over Alvernia. 7 minutes to go first quarter up there in Dallas. Another shotgun look. Pistol actually with Wiley behind Tabora. And Lashinsky, the fullback, to his left. Back goes Tabor again. Steps up into the pocket. Now has to get out and run with it. Tries to get to the edge. Makes one man miss and gets out to the 40-yard line. Tabor creating again. I'm on Jefferson on the stop, but not before Tabor grabs a 6-yard run there. And brings up a 3rd down for Wilkes. So 3rd and 4 from their own 40-yard line. They need the 44 with 3:44 to go here first quarter. They lead 7-0. Steve Rosales, they go into the top. Yannick and Nelson near side. 2x2. Shotgun again. Tabor with Wiley to his left. Albright showing pressure up the middle. They bring a little bit of it on the inside. Give to Wiley. Well scouted by the Lions. Only about a yard on the pickup for Wiley. So Wilkes can't get that.
Punting should be...
and I think it was Jason Smith on the stop. And it looks like it's Yannick to punt, which is weird. DeSpirito's been the punter. And he's been pretty good, but it's Yannick that's going to punt here for Wilkes. So a big stop there for Albright after giving up a couple first downs. And now it's going to be a fake. Yannick's going to run with it, and now he punts it. A line drive that goes off the side of his foot and out of bounds into Albright territory. Yannick started to run with it. I think Albright saw it coming.
Albright 47.
And flooded the side of the field that Yannick ran to. But he got to the line of scrimmage and decided to just punt it. And it rolls out of bounds at the Albright 47-yard line. So now Albright's got great field position with 2:39 to go first quarter here. So let's see if Albright can take advantage of where they are on the field. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side, shotgun. Inside give, now trying to give it to Thorpe, nowhere to go. Todd Shelley was the freshman quarterback out there. He handed it off to Thorpe, and Thorpe tried to sprint to the edge, and he lost about 6 yards on the play. Great defense from the Colonels once again. So Thorpe has had a tough time getting any kind of running going on here. So Shelley's out there, quarterback. Let's see if we can... Yeah, LaHaye standing on the sideline with his helmet off, watching. He seems to be okay initially here. So Shelley, 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Out of the shotgun, 2nd and 16. Throws it near side, high, and tipped, and it's incomplete. Looked like he was trying to get it to his receiver, Dorian Forbes, but Forbes couldn't quite get to it. It was tipped up into the air by Bud Moyer in the middle, and that makes it 3rd and 16 here. So another 3rd down here. 3rd and 16 from their own 41-yard line. They need the Wilkes 43. Shotgun for Shelley. 3 to the top, 1 to the near side. Wilkes showing some pressure on the edge. Here they come. Shelley steps up, throws it down the side, and it's incomplete. It looked like it got into the hands of Kevin Zaner, but he couldn't come down with it. It was knocked free by Najee Woods. That's great defense for the Colonels, and they avoid disaster in giving Albright short field, and they force a punt. So gets back to punt. He stands around his own 27-yard line. 1:46 to go here first quarter. 7-0. His team trails. So here's the snap. Gets it. Puts this up. Bit of a wobbler. Comes off to the right side. Bounces at the Wilkes 25. And Cadis grabs this at his own 15-yard line, and then they're going to blow it dead. Around the 15. And that's where they'll mark it. 15 near side hash for Wilkes. With 1:34 to go here in the first quarter. Colonel's offense is moving okay, but they stall out near midfield on their last possession. And the Colonels break the huddle. Derek Nelson near side. Tabora with Wiley out of the shotgun. Two receivers to the top, Yannick and Stieber. And it looks like it's Bryce Harrison, the junior tight end, to the left side. 1st and 10, rolling. Tabora looking downfield with his right, throws it, and it's caught by Stieber in traffic. Stieber's got a first down across the 30, out across to the 34-yard line. He grabbed that between 3 defenders, came down with it, and made a few people miss, and picks up 19 yards in the process. So nice completion there. And they grab the first down as Wilkes. And now it's 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Two receivers near side, one to the top. Empty gun for Tabora. 1st and 10, under a minute to play first quarter. 1st and 10 from his own 34-yard line, ball far side hash. Back goes Tabora, looking down the field, has some time, throws it over the middle, and it is knocked away from Juan Salas Negron. He got open in the middle. Good defense from Armand Jefferson, though, to just knock it free and incomplete.
Broken up by number 9, Armand Jefferson.
Now that stops the clock at 43 seconds to go here, 2nd and 10. Looks like Jordan Jones coming into the game. The sophomore from Freehold. Stieber, near side. Salas Negron in the slot. Shotgun, actually pistol look with Wiley behind Tabora. 2nd and 10 from their own 34-yard line for Wilkes. The corner's bringing in tight near side. Back goes Tabora. Now steps up into the pocket. Has to get away. The ball's loose, and it's picked up by Albright. Can they get on top of it? It's still loose. It's still on the ground, and Albright says they have it. No, the official says Wilkes has it, but the ball came out, and an Albright defender had it. Tabora tried to run with it and lost it. The official signaled that Wilkes has the football, but it was a Lions player that came out with it. So let's see what happens here. Oh no, now they say it's Albright's ball. So it looked like coming up with it eventually was David Sanchez. Tabora was sacked and the ball got free. And eventually was knocked forward by Albright inside Wilkes' 15 down to the 12-yard line. And that's exactly the kind of play that Coach Drock wanted to avoid. So the fumble, first turnover of the game for Wilkes, and now Albright's got the ball with 31 seconds left at the Wilkes 12, inside the red zone. Big momentum swing here. Jimmy LaHaye back into the game. One receiver near side, two to the top. Thorpe, sidecar left to him. Wilkes defense backed up against the wall. Ball in the near side hash, left to right for Albright. LaHaye, play action, throws it across the middle. It's complete, diving into the end zone. Touchdown, Albright. They're able to connect with Kyle Dickerson. Dickerson's 5th touchdown this season. And there's an injured Colonel on the play. So the 12-yard touchdown to Dickerson. First points on the board for Albright, as whoever was the injured Colonel trots off. Might have been Moyer initially. He seems all right. So gets on to kick the extra point. Here's the snap. Hold down, kick up, and good.
Kick's good.
So LaHaye to Dickerson for 12 yards, and just like that, it's a 7-7 game between Wilkes and Albright. You're listening to Wilkes University football on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokoc for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokoc State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokoc State Farm.
So 7-7 is the score after a Jose Tabora fumble. Is fumbled forward a few times, knocked forward by the defense to the Wilkes 12-yard line, and that's where the Colonels were forced to play some defense. Jimmy LaHaye finds Kyle Dickerson, and just like that, it's 7-7. Fink and Cadis are back to receive for the Colonels here. So some turnovers. One from Albright, now one from Wilkes, but the Wilkes one is costly. Getz has the ball on the near side 35-yard line. So Fink on the far side, Cadis the near side. So here's the end over end kick. Cadis calls for the fair catch back inside his own end zone. You know, Coach said in the pregame that this is probably the best 0-5 team in the country, which doesn't necessarily mean a lot for Albright. They'd rather be 1-4 or, you know, have a few more wins on that. But this is a pretty talented team that has run up against some really good teams. You talk about teams, Salisbury were nationally ranked when these two teams met at the beginning of the season. UMHB, one of the top teams in the nation, they lost 91-7. Got Stevenson, and were in that game at halftime, but lost 50-21. Had Widener coming off a loss to Misericordia. They scored 69 points in a 69-0 win for Widener. And then I mentioned it already, they led 34-21 over FDU last week before FDU came back to win that game 48-34. This is a good team. 1st and 10 for Tabora from his own 25. Nowhere to go in the end around, fake and run. And a lot of pump-up plays here for Albright as they get the stop. Maybe a yard there for Tabora. Marini was in on the stop. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Nothing doing there for Wilkes. It's ties 7 apiece. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more. You're listening to Wilkes Football, the John Mendola Show Network, and GoWilkesU.com.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol Janelle's and the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. Family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carol Janelle's, where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
So welcome back to the Ralston Athletic Complex. It's 7 apiece.
Albernia is reporting tied at 13 in the first quarter.
Wilkes and Albright. We're on the John Mendola Show Network.
21-3 in the first quarter.
And on GoWilkesU.com. Colonels 2nd and 11 from their own 24-yard line. They switch sides. Now moving left to right as we see it. Colonels hurting. They need some big plays here. Tabora throws it off to the left side, complete to Nelson. Spins away from a defender. Nelson out across the 35. He might have a first down. Nelson was able to avoid the initial contact, spun away from the defender, then had a blocker in front, but one of his fellow receivers got down the sideline. They would give him a first down to the 35, a pickup of 11. So the 11-yard pickup on the play. First catch for Nelson. Already the 8th first down for Wilkes in this game. Steven Salas Negron near side. It's Jones tight right. Also got a tight end to the left side. Tabora shotgun with Wiley sidecar left. 1st and 10 from the 35. He's going to run off that left side. Now has to try to cut back up the field. Good pressure upfield by Albright. Tabora maybe got a yard there. but Albright has been pretty good at getting after him as Tyler Foster comes up with the stop. A yard pickup there for Jose Tabora. Colonels 2-3 on the season, coming off a win over Alvernia. Last time they won 2 games in a row was in 2016. Towards the end of the season there, campaign that saw them finish 3-7. Shotgun, Wiley to Tabora's right. Back he goes. 2nd and 9. Under some duress. Now has to run out with it. Throws it out to Nelson. It is complete to Nelson, but he had to catch it back behind the line of scrimmage near the 34. Great pressure from Albright. Forced Tabora to back up and throw it on the run, and they're going to lose 2 yards on the play. So they complete it, but they lose yardage. And now it brings up 3rd down. Two to the top, 2 to the near side. They have Bryce Harrison split out wide with Nelson in the slot near side. Yannick and Stieber to the top. Pistol look with Wiley behind Tabora. Back he goes. Only a 4-man rush. Now steps up. Rolls to his right. Throws it over the middle. Has his man. Yannick caught inside the 40. Inside the 20. Running for the end zone. Gets the corner. Touchdown, Nick Yannick. A 66-yard touchdown pass. So Wilkes sets it up well. Tabora steps up, finds Yannick over the middle, and the Colonels are back on top. Here's the snap, hold down by Nelson, and the kick is blocked. I think it was Lawson that got into the backfield and knocked it down. Either Lawson or that might have been Sanchez that got in there. So it's only 13-7. Wilkes does have the lead, but the block on the extra point. We'll see if that, in a game that's been kind of back and forth already, we'll see if that matters. 12:34 to go here in the first half. Update from up the road, 24-3. Widener on top of Kings. Second quarter just getting started there. Widener's playing angry since that loss to Misericordia, 13-13, Misericordia and Alvernia. That game just got into the second quarter.
Get your cell phone and text Wilkes, that's WILKES, to 56512 to receive updates on the University Gateway to the Future campaign or to make your annual donation.
So the Colonels lead 13-7. Already 140 passing yards and 2 scores for Jose Tabora. And the Colonels cut her off, kicking left to right here for Wilkes. Lawson, DeShields back to receive for the Lions. Here's the kick, end over end, slicing to the left side. Picked up at the 19-yard line by Lawson. He runs it across, or the 9-yard line I should say, runs it out to the 20, the 25 before he's taken down on the near side hash. And that's where Albright will take over with 12:25 to go in the second quarter. So the officials are going to mark it at the 26. Lebanon Valley and Stevenson in action. It was 3-0. I think Stevenson was on top in that game. 9-0 now as they've scored into the second quarter they just went. Lyco off this week. Delaware Valley off this week. Shotgun. 1 to the near side, 2 to the top. FDU also off this week. 1st and 10. LaHaye back out there. Going to hand it off to Thorpe, who has nowhere to run. He just hasn't had any running room. He tried to get it up the middle this time. Twice he's gone to the edge. Hasn't found it. Can't find it up the middle either. No gain.
Number 54, Vincent Bob.
So Vinny Bobbin in on the stop. For the Colonels, there are no gains. 2nd and 10 from their own 26-yard line for Albright, right to left. 1 receiver near side, 1 to the top. Wing left. Shotgun again for LaHaye. Thorpe next to him. Gets the snap. Back he goes. Looking downfield. Throws it to the right side. It's high and it's tipped. It's almost intercepted. It falls incomplete. A shot at it for Weber. It was intended for Kyle Dickerson, but he was in traffic. It was behind him. It got tipped up into the air. But Weber closed on it and couldn't get to it. Incomplete pass for Jimmy LaHaye. So now, near side, Zach Miller in isolation. 3 receivers to the top. 3rd and 10 for Albright. Their third down the offense is facing here. Back goes LaHaye. Steps up, throws it off to the right side, and Dickerson can't come up with it. He had it, then lost it, and the officials say it's incomplete. Couldn't survive the ground. It's an incomplete pass. It was a good effort from Dickerson, but he couldn't quite come up with it. And it's another punt formation here for Albright. So Yannick, along with Cadis, inside their own 35-yard line. 4th and 10. Albright goes 3 and out. High, spiraling punt taken by Cadis, right at his own 38. And with 11:26 to go, Wilkes on their own 38-yard line. That's where the Colonels will take over. So a 66-yard touchdown pass. Now the difference, Jose Tabora working over with Nick Yannick. And they start from their own 38, ball in the middle of the field, left to right as we see it for the Colonels here. Stieber near side, 3 receivers to the top. Pistol for Tabora. Looks like it's Taragna behind him. Inside give to, no, that's Cadis, excuse me. Cadis running off up the middle, tries to cut to his left side, pickup of 2. We haven't seen much of Jacob Cadis in the backfield this year. The senior, only 2 carries coming into this contest all season long from Telford, Pennsylvania. He's done a lot of the punt receptions for this team. 2 to the near side, 2 to the top. So 2x2 shotgun. Tabora, 2nd and 10 from his own 40-yard line, 10:50 to go, first half. It's the snap, straight run off to the left side, and Albright wasn't ready for it. Tabora gets to the edge, and Tabora has a first down inside the 50, pushed, and a 15-yard penalty coming on the end of this play. They're going to mark him out at the Albright 48-yard line, so it's a pickup of 12, and there's a penalty coming. And the official is going to discuss it here. And we're still waiting for him to make the announcement. Here we go. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness called against Albright. First penalty of the game against the Lions. And that moves the ball into Albright territory, deeper to the 33-yard line. So now it's 1st and 10 for Wilkes at the Albright 33, ball on the far side hash. 3 to the near side, 1 to the top. It's a shotgun, and somebody moved. And the officials blow it dead. Legal procedure against the Colonels. So that's their first penalty. That'll back them up 5 yards. That pushes Wilkes back to the 38-yard line of Albright. Ball on the far side hash. 10:20 to go here. Wilkes leads 13-7 in the second quarter. 1st and 15 now for the Colonels. Wilkes on the road. This upcoming Friday night at FDU. We'll have that game for you here at GoWilkesU.com and the John Mendola Show Network on our YouTube live stream. Play clock running out on Wilkes. They get it off. Tabora steps up into the pocket, throws it near side. Salas Negron is tripped and a flag comes in. Kamal Stewart was trying to run with him. Salas Negron got behind him, and Stewart got his legs tangled up with Salas Negron, and now the officials, no, they're going to wave off the flag. They're going to say it was incidental contact, and Coach Strzok can't believe that call. And he voices his displeasure with the official. Maybe they're saying that Salas Negron and Kamal Stewart got their legs tangled, unintended there. Wow, that's a big call to go, or to not get if you're Wilkes. Coach Strzok was hot on the sideline. Makes it 2nd and 15 from the Albright 38-yard line. Big break for the Lions. So we've got 2 receivers near side, 2 to the top again. Play clock running low. 4 seconds on the play clock. Tabora gets it off. Back he goes under duress. Makes a man miss. Now steps up, throws it over the middle, and Salas Negron high points the ball inside the 20 and picks up a first down. Needed that play if you're Tabora and Salas Negron to the 17-yard line. A 21-yard pickup. Big play there. And the Colonel's in business. Two to the top, tight right and left, double tight, pistol, Tabora with Cadis behind him. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line of Albright. Left to right for the Colonels. Tabora back, looking, now throws it over the middle, and it is intercepted. Kamal Stewart picks it off inside the 5. Tabora was read by Stewart, and now he's returning it down the sideline. Stewart might bring this all the way back. Stewart cuts up the field. No one inside the 20. There is a penalty. It will cost Albright the touchdown. There's a touchdown, but there's a penalty against Albright on a block downfield. And the officials, there's another penalty back even further too, so we'll see what the call is here. There's 2 separate flags on the play. So Stewart picks off, Tabora returns it to the house. That was a 96-yard return, but what's the call here for the officials? There's a penalty marker thrown back at the Albright 40-yard line. There's another penalty marker far side sideline on the 20. So let's see what the officials say as they try to sort this out. Block in the back. Called against Albright. That penalty is declined. Unsportsmanlike. Called against Albright for hitting the quarterback after the interception. So that one's going to back up Albright from the 40, their own 42, what looks to be the 25-yard line. So it was an interception for Tabora. Second turnover of the game for Wilkes, not well timed. And Albright now on the ball with 8:44 to go here from their own 25. So Wilkes has had a couple opportunities to put this game just a little further out in front. And twice now Albright has an opportunity here once again to try to tie the game up. They've got the ball. So 42 was a personal foul. It wasn't unsportsmanlike though. The official was trying to clarify that. I think Coach Marsko was trying to get more clarification on that as well. So either way now, 1st and 10 for Albright from their own 25-yard line after the interception by Kamal Stewart. It was a bad pass by Tabora. He threw it into triple coverage, and Stewart read his eyes. He knew where he was going with it the whole way. Here comes the play. Quick pass to the outside, and it is incomplete. Wilkes brought pressure up the middle and timed the snap well, but it's an incomplete pass. So that one was intended for Joey Cole, but LaHaye had to get that one out quickly to the edge and couldn't connect. 2nd and 10 from their own 25-yard line. So a frustrating, I would say, first half for Wilkes, in that they're moving the ball well and dominating a lot of the categories here. LaHaye shotgun, 2x2, inside give, and this is going to be Thorpe. This time he finally finds some running room. About 5 yards out to the, 6 yards, excuse me, out to the 31-yard line. So Albright from their own 31-yard line now. It's 3rd and 5. They need the 20 or the 36, excuse me. 2x2 again. Shotgun for LaHaye. 8:13 to go. 13-7. His team trails. Right to left for Albright. Ball in the middle of the field. Wilkes brings pressure on the edges. Here it comes. He gets this one off to LaHaye. Complete for a first down across the 40 and out to the 43-yard line. Good read on the pressure there. He hooks up Zahner for his first catch. And now Albright runs a little hurry up to the 43 in the 12-yard pickup. So they get the 3rd down conversion there, does Albright. 2 to the top, 2 to the near side again. LaHaye, 1st and 10 from his own 43. Ball on the far side hash. Wilkes can't force the punt. Back goes LaHaye out of the shotgun. Near side is complete. First down into Wilkes territory. Inside the 45. Down around the 44-yard line. Mari Peterson, Lucas Wood in there. 13-yard completion. So that brings up another first down here for Albright. Back goes LaHaye. Tries to pass the far side. There was a holding call not made. Zahner makes the catch on the sideline. Inside the Wilkes 30.
He just went out of bounds. Give it to 36, pushing him out. New spot is the Wilkes.
So that one's going to go to the Wilkes 27. The 27 there, a 16-yard pickup. So they're finding their way down the field. Zahner makes that catch. And now they're going to run with Thorpe up the middle on the shotgun. He can't break the tackle down around the 25-yard line, a pickup of 2. Makes it 2nd and 8. The Wilkes 25-yard line, 6:28 to go, 13-7, Colonels lead. Shotgun again for LaHaye, 2x2. 3 down linemen for the Colonels. Play action, tries to throw it out, and it's way too high and incomplete. Looking for Brandon DeShields, but threw it too high, and that brings up 3rd down. Can the Colonels hold here? 13-7, 6:10 to go. Wilkes does get the ball back to start the second half. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the top. I think that's Zahner, isolation to the top. Shotgun LaHaye with Thorpe to his left. 3rd and 8 from the Wilkes 25-yard line. 3 down linemen for the Colonels. That's all they rush. They go back into coverage. Now stepping up is LaHaye. He's wrapped up and brought down. Excellent pressure upfield. Derek Schneider amongst the Colonels on the stop. A loss back to the 28-yard line. A loss of 3 on the play.
Brings up 4th down.
28, and they're going to try a field goal here. We'll see where it drops. Looks like it's going to be a 45-yarder.
Field goal attempt for number 99.
45 yards.
So a huge stop there by Schneider. Gets on to kick for Albright. Ball right in the middle of the field. A 45-yard field goal. Right to left with 5:30 to go here in the second quarter. 45 yards out for Getz. Here's the snap, it's low, they're able to get it set up, and it's blocked! The Colonels block it, and it's picked up! A flag comes out, but the Colonels have the football, and will check the flag. Chang was the one that came up with it, didn't see who blocked it, and now the officials will discuss what the flag is here. A flag came out behind the Wilkes blocking team, or behind their field goal defense. And that's who Wilkes still has out there. We'll see. The official's still talking about it. Coach Strock is upset. And here's the call. Personal foul. A personal foul on Wilkes goes half the distance to the goal and gives Albright a fresh set of downs. Wow. So the Colonels blocked the field goal, and now instead it will be Albright. The ball is on the 28, waiting to see where they spot it. If it's half the distance, where does it come from? So from the 28-yard line, you would think it's going to be at the 14, and that's where they put it. A 14-yard penalty erases what was a great block for Wilkes, and now gives Albright a 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. 2-by-2, shotgun, LaHaye and Thorpe. With 5:18 to go here in the second quarter. Ball inside the Wilkes 14, a fresh set of downs on the mistake for Albright. LaHaye, pressure on the edges coming from the Wilkes defense. Handoff, Thorpe runs off the left side, Thorpe has some blockers, Thorpe's into the end zone, touchdown Albright. So the 14-yard touchdown run by Thorpe ties the game. And Albright, because of the penalty, retains possession and scores a touchdown. And now they've got an opportunity to take the lead as we're knotted at 13. Can the Colonels try to mount a way to block this? Getz comes on for the extra point. Here's the snap, the hold is down, the kick is up, and that one is through. Albright takes the lead, 14-13, 5:10 to go second quarter. You're listening to Wilkes Football on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com.
Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, or Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at McCarthyTire.com.
So welcome back to the Ralston Athletic Complex. Back and forth contest between the Colonels of Wilkes and the Albright Lions. 14-13, Albright leads, 5:10 to go here in the second quarter. The Colonels have had their opportunities. They have controlled this game, but Albright, because of Wilkes' mistakes, is 14 points on the board. Couple updates, 31-3, Widener on top of Kings, 3:40 to go in the second quarter there. 16-13, Misericordia on top of Alvernia, second quarter action there. And 22-0, Stevenson on top of Lebanon Valley, 5:48 to go second quarter that game. So Getz has the ball, far side 35-yard line, kicking right to left. It's a high end-over-end kick, beautiful. Skatis takes this inside the end zone for a touchback. So mistakes have hurt the Colonels here. And they get the ball with 5:10 to go here, second quarter, trailing by 1. So we'll see what Jose Tabora and company can do here with 5:10. They have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Wilkes on the road against FDU Florham next weekend on a Friday night, and then they're on the road at Stevenson down in Owings Mills, Maryland, the following Saturday, October 20th. 2 to the near side, 2 to the top, shotgun for Tabora, 1st and 10 from his own 25, quickly throws it to the outside, complete to Stieber. Stieber quickly uses some screens, gets up across the 35 before he's knocked down near the 38-yard line, it looks like. So a quick 13-yard pickup there. Able to get Stieber out. Already the 12th first down for the Colonels, 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Ball on the far side hash. Pistol, Lashinsky, sidecar right to Tabora. It's Wiley behind him. 2 receivers near side. Play action. Tabora goes back, has time. Now looks for Stieber down the sideline. Stieber trying to break free, and he can't get to it. It's incomplete. Kamal Stewart was in coverage there, running with him a little bit, may have bumped him, and Stieber was able to try to get around it, but he couldn't quite catch up to the pass, and it falls incomplete. So 2nd and 10. 4:28, the clock stops. 14 to 13. It's Albright on top of Wilkes. 3 to the near side, 1 to the top. Stieber isolation to the top. Pistol again, Wiley behind Tabora. Play action, no, it's going to be an inside give to Wiley, but good upfield pressure. I think that was Foster on the stop. Wiley loses a yard on the play. So Wilkes, after a good first down completion, now has 3rd and 11 coming here. Three to the near side, 1 to the top. Shotgun for Tabora. 3rd and 11, sidecar left is Wiley. Back he goes. Tabora under duress, now has to try to get away. He does, looks downfield, throws it sidearm, and it is incomplete. Looking for Nelson, but Tabora was under duress and had to try to get it away. And Wilkes is going to be forced to punt away here. 4th and 11 from their own 37-yard line. So good win there for Albright. Kyle Dickerson stands inside his own 30-yard line. So DeSpirito is on to kick the extra point, or on to punt away here for Wilkes. Remember, it was Yannick the last time. So DeSpirito on the season, 36.2 yards per punt. Maybe they were just putting Yannick out there because they wanted to fake as if they were going to fake it here. DeSpirito gets this one high, spiraling punt. Dickerson catches that around his own 35-yard line. The 34 is where they'll mark him out. Or where they'll mark it down, I should say. So Albright now with 3:31 to go. 3 timeouts remaining for the Lions, and they've got possession at their own 34-yard line. They had a drive extended because of a Wilkes personal foul penalty. Leaping over, they called against Wilkes trying to block the field goal, which they did get to. So 3 receivers near side, 1 to the top for Albright, 1st and 10 from their own when they put the ball on the 35-yard line. So it's going to be a handoff. This is Thorpe trying to find the edge. That play has not worked all day. Bud Moyer on the stop. Alongside Vinnie Werner. A loss of about 2 back to the 33. So now that makes it 2nd and 12 from their own 33-yard line. They've tried that edge run a couple times with Thorpe, and that has not worked for Albright. They've had a lot more north-south success with Tony Thorpe. LaHaye Gets it, back he goes. Out of the shotgun, looking to throw, and it is complete and knocked out of bounds. Right on the sideline there is Zach Miller. Out to the 38-yard line, a pickup of 5. And moving quickly, getting to the line is Albright. Third down here. For the Lions, ball on their own 38-yard line. They need the 45. 2:30 to go. Clock rolling. 14-13. They lead Wilkes. 3 to the top, 1 to the near side. In tight on the near side. Wilkes showing some pressure on the edge with Wood. There they go. LaHaye steps up into the pocket, throws it, and it is incomplete. Intended for Dickerson. He couldn't come down with it. He was right at the sticks, and the clock stops at 2:13. So a good defensive series for the Colonels. Going to force a punt from Albright here as Getz stands inside his own 25-yard line. Cadis and Yannick stand inside their own 20. Wilkes going to get the ball back with 2:13 to go and all 3 timeouts remaining. They trail 14-13. There's the snap, a little high. Gets this one away. High, spiraling punt. Yannick, a fair catch made at the 25-yard line. And that's where the Colonels will take over. With 2:05 to go.
Ball spotted at 25.
Colonel's going to be on the near side hash. 31-3, still Widener over Kings. 1:18 to go, second quarter there. 19-16, Alvernia leads Misericordia. 50 seconds to play, second quarter up in Dallas. 22-0, Lebanon Valley trails Stevenson. 2:02 to go in the second quarter of that game. So only 4 games in the MAC this weekend. Shotgun for Tabora. Back he goes. Looking. Now throws it near side short. It's Nelson, and Nelson able to pick up the first down across his own 35 out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 12-yard pickup to Nelson. So they grab the first down. First and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Nelson got out of bounds with 1:59 to go, so the clock stops. Again, Wilkes has all 3 timeouts remaining. The trail by 1, 14-13. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Wing left with the tight end. Tabora going to roll to that left side out of the shotgun. Now looks downfield over the middle. Has his man Salas Negron, but it's low. He couldn't get it, and it's incomplete. Salas Negron lost his footing, and it bounced right in front of him. Couldn't get to it. Makes it 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line. Yannick runs the play out. Yannick and Stieber go to the top. Nelson goes near side. Jordan Jones, the tight end, left side. Wiley sidecar left to Tabora. 3 down linemen for Albright, but they bring pressure on the edges with the linebackers. Tabora stands up, throws it, and it's complete across the 50-yard line to Yannick, and he's dragged out of bounds in Albright territory down at the 48-yard line. About 15 yards on the pickup.
Yeah, out of bounds, I'm sorry. 21-8.
First down, Colonels.
And the spot is the Albright 48.
So another first down, out of bounds at the Albright 48-yard line, 1:44 to go. First and 10 for Wilkes. Far side hash, left to right. Trailing 14-13. 2 to the near side. Stieber and Salas Negron. 1 receiver to the top. Tight end right side with Tabora. Shotgun, back he goes. Pressure comes. Able to get that one to Salas Negron. Has some blockers out in front of him. Tries to run up the middle. A flag comes out at the end of the play. Behind the play, I should say. So Salas Negron gets across the 40 to the 39. About a 9-yard pickup. We'll see what the flag is here. Roughing the passer against Albright. They've come after Tabora a couple times, and they get flagged for that one. So from the 39, The ball moves to the 24. Three penalties for 45 yards against Albright. And it's a first down. First and 10 now from the 24-yard line. Left to right for Wilkes. Ball middle of the field with 1:19 to go. Shotgun for Tabora. Back he goes. Looking near side for Nelson. Going to float it to the corner. Nelson pushed away. Incomplete. Kamal Stewart in there on the pass defense. So that makes it 2nd and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. Clock stops with 1:10 to go second quarter. 14-13, Albright leads. Again, Wilkes gets the ball to start the second half here. Two to the top, one to the near side. Jones, tight end left. Back goes to Bora. Quick pass over the middle, and it's intercepted again. Intended for his receiver. I think it was Steeper, and it's picked off by Albright. Trying to return this one is Armand Jefferson, who's brought down near side inside his own 35. Tabora picked off for the second time this afternoon. And another Wilkes drive that was looking good is snuffed out by a turnover. And now with 57 seconds to go, Albright up 14-13. They might think about trying to put some more points on the board with Wilkes getting the ball back here. We'll see. They lead by 1. Overcast day here at the Ralston Athletic Complex. Albright got this one out to their own 33-yard line. Shotgun for LaHaye, 2 to the top, 2 to the near side. He gets the snap, back he goes, looking to his right side, and that is incomplete. Fink came in to make the stop. He had a shot at that, intended for Cole. Fink closed just as the ball got there, but it drops incomplete. So 2 to the near side, 2 to the top again, 2 by 2 with LaHaye, Thorpe to his left out of the shotgun. 51 seconds to go here. 2nd and 10. LaHaye gets the snap, looks near side short, complete, and they're not going to be able to get out of bounds there. Able to connect with Miller. A pickup of about 5 on the play to Miller.
3rd down.
And that brings up 3rd down. So Albright getting quickly to the line. 26 seconds to go. 3rd and 5. Back goes LaHaye, throws it short to Thorpe. Thorpe gets a couple blocks, has a first down. Thorpe down the sideline and tiptoes before he's knocked out of bounds in Wilkes territory down at the 47-yard line. That's about a 15-yard pickup.
First down for all.
And that is a first down. For Albright, 1st and 10 at the Wilkes 47-yard line, 16 seconds to go. Thorpe was knocked out of bounds. Shotgun again for LaHaye, 2 by 2. Back he goes. Surveys, hit, and he's knocked down. Wilkes able to get to him. The pressure coming off the edge from Pat Rickey. And LaHaye tackled and sacked back at the 47-yard line of Albright. A 6-yard loss on the play. That is the 2nd sack of the game for the Colonels. 14-13, and now Albright called the timeout, leading by 1 with 7 seconds to go here. McCarthy Tire Service has been there for generations of families for the highest quality in tires, service, and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We're one of the top independent retail dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tires. Visit them on the web at mccarthytire.com. So Albright, 7 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 from their own 47-yard line. 2-by-2 again, shotgun. Wilkes has a lot of players back, standing inside their own 10-yard line. So we'll see if Albright tries the home run here. Back goes LaHaye, and they're going to just throw it short. It's complete across the Wilkes 35-yard line, and trying to get inside the Wilkes 25, and that's going to be the end of the half. To the Wilkes 22-yard line. That one was complete to Joey Cole.
And that's the end of the first half.
That's about a 31-yard completion to Cole, and that's going to be the end of the half for these two teams. So entertaining, but I think a little frustrating for Wilkes fans. Their team played well offensively, but mistakes have hurt the Colonels, and they haven't been able to get much out of that, and now they trail 14-13 at the break. We'll take a break with them. When we come back, we'll have the halftime stats, first half analysis, give you some scores from around the MAC. We'll also have an interview with a swimming coach at Wilkes University as the men's and women's swimming teams get ready for their season. Adam Planamento of the Sports Information Department did that for us, so we'll check in on that as well. You're listening to Wilkes Football on GoWilkesU.com and the John Mendola Show Network.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokoch for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokoch State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokoch State Farm.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol and Janelle's and the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol and Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza, delicious pasta dishes, scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carol and Janelle's where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today. Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers at Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com.
Halftime here at the Ralston Athletic Complex. Wilkes trailing Albright 14-13 here on GoWilkesU.com and on the John Mendola Show Network. Adam Planamento of the Sports Information Department at Wilkes got a chance to sit down with the coach of the men's and women's swimming team here at Wilkes, and we'll see what they have to say.
Good afternoon, Cow Country, and welcome to another episode of Colonel's Corner. On today's episode, we'll be previewing the Wilkes University men's and women's swimming 2018-2019 season. Our guest today is head coach Thomas Lindley. Coach, thanks for joining us today. Yeah, it's good to be here. Now, you're entering your first season at the helm of the men's and women's swim teams. Can you just kind of talk to us about what you're expecting this season?
Yeah, from the swimmers, I am expecting, we have 4 things we're working on. It's high performance standards, enthusiasm in the pool and at meets, reliability, so being teammates, being somebody that their teammates can count on, and finally to have an open mind. This whole season is new for all of us, so just being open to my way of coaching and getting after some different things this season.
Now, you return a lot of experience on both of your rosters. Can you just kind of take us through some of the returners?
Sure. The the sophomore class has two very strong swimmers. Abby Keating on the women's side. She was third in the 400 IM last year at Max, so we're hoping for another really strong season for her. Jared Byrne on the men's side is another swimmer who's been leading the team in the pool, and we're hoping for really big things for him this year also. They've been getting after it so far in practice, and I'm really excited to see him race this weekend. The leadership for the team is our senior class. So we have Chase Osborne on the men's side, and Allie Aspie, Morgan Williams, and Kayla Gronkowski on the women's side. And they're just helping me to sort of like lead the team, get the freshmen used to the way that things are done here at Wilkes. They've been great. Our junior class is going to be involved with the leadership also.
Mark, both your rosters are sprinkled with fresh faces. Can you kind of take us through some of the newcomers we have this year?
Sure. So on the women's side, we have Emily Detweiler and Jess Ternitza, and both are going to be helpful. Emily's going to be one of our breaststrokers, and Jess is going to be a sprint freestyler and IMer. On the men's side, there's a lot of new guys. Some of our really strong newcomers are Joanne Tolick, Trey Harloff, and Timothy Setchler-Stone. And they're really just going to provide us with a lot of depth, flexibility, give some of the upperclassmen chances to swim some other events, and being able to fill out our lineup and be strong across the board.
Now, this is your first season in the MAC. Can you just kind of tell us about maybe some of your expectations as we go into conference meets?
Sure. I'm expecting stiff competition from a lot of the teams in the MAC. I mean, I'd say the top 5 teams are pretty well situated in their positions, and so it'll be hard to sort of break into that pack. But that's where I'm aimed and where I want to go. I think our men have a really good chance to get in and sort of mix some things up this year. Definitely surprise some teams. I think a lot of teams just aren't going to see such a strong men's team come in, and I'm looking forward to some upsets this year.
Now, can you kind of give us your insights on this year's schedule for both the men and the women?
Sure. So we're starting off with a MAC meet this weekend. We're going to FDU, and after that, we around the end of first semester, we're finishing the semester with Lycoming and Arcadia. I think the Lycoming match is going to be great. They just got a new head coach as well, Matt McGurman, who was at Ursinus before this, and I just know he's going to be doing some good things there, and so I'm foreseeing sort of a big challenge from them. But that's one of those schools who's been above us in the past, and I think that we could definitely have a shot at them this year.
Wilkes University men's and women's swimming begin the 2018-2019 season this Saturday. We're going to hold the FDU Forum for a 1 p.m. meet. Coach, thanks for joining us. Good luck this season.
Thanks, Adam.
So Adam Plantamento there with the Wilkes Athletics Department, the Sports Information Department, talking with head coach Thomas Lamuse of the Wilkes Colonels swimming team, and giving us a little insight as to what to expect from them when they hit the pool. You can hear behind me the Wilkes University Marching Band performing their halftime here, the halftime festivities. Of course, homecoming still to come as well. Here at the Wollaston Athletic Complex, we'll take a break. We'll have more halftime first half stats. We'll give you some scores from the other games, analysis, and more. That's all coming up. Stick with us. You're listening to Wilkes Football, the John Mendola Show Network, and on GoWilkesU.com.
Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers at Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokoch for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokoch State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokoch State Farm.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol and Janelle's and the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol and Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carol and Janelle's where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
So welcome back to the Ralston Athletic Complex. 14-13, Albright on top of Wilkes here at halftime. Let's get you some scores from around the MAC. Now, FDU, Delaware Valley, and Lycoming are all on byes right now. So they're idle this week. They are not playing. So it's only 4 games in the MAC right now. The way the MAC standings look, as we headed into this weekend, Delaware Valley was on top at 3-0. Misericordia, the surprise of the conference, the only other undefeated team in conference at 2-0. Then FDU, Florham, Lycoming, and Stevenson and Widener all following at 2-1. Kings at 1-1. Wilkes at 1-2, and then the winless teams in conference: Lebanon Valley at 0-2, Alvernia 0-3, Albright 0-3. Albright, as I mentioned, 14-13 on top of Wilkes right now. Widener 31-10 over Kings. That game up the road, McCarthy Stadium, 31-10. Widener the lead there at halftime, so they're looking to improve their record to 3-3 after starting 0-3 to start the year. Alvernia looking for win number 2 of their season, their first in the MAC. 20-16, they lead Misericordia up in Dallas right now. So the Golden Wolves lead that one at halftime. And 22-0 down in Owings Mills in Maryland. Stevenson on top of Lebanon Valley, so a chance for Stevenson to move to 3-1 on the season in the MAC and move ahead of an idle FDU, Florham, and Lycoming here, and maybe if the score holds at Misericordia, jump them as well into second place as DV would hold on to the number 1 spot, undefeated so far in conference. So 14-13, it's Albright on top of Wilkes right now. Let's go inside the numbers here for you and show you kind of how we got here. It started pretty well for Wilkes. Albright got the ball to start the game. Wilkes forces a 3-and-out. They get the ball. They go right down the field. 8 plays, 66 yards, 4 minutes and 28 seconds off the clock, and a 22-yard pass from Jose Tabora to Jeff Stieber. The difference, Wilkes leads 7-0. But a fumble by Wilkes on their third possession, one that started from their own 15-yard line, a fumble by Jose Tabora that was then recovered at the Wilkes 12-yard line, turned into a 12-yard touchdown pass from Jimmy LaHaye to Kyle Dickerson just before the quarter ended in the first quarter there, and made it 7-7. Then it was Wilkes that answered right back the first of the second quarter, much like, or I should say the first possession of the second quarter, much like the beginning of the third quarter, where they were able to get the ball back. They start at the end of the first quarter, move into the second quarter, go right down the field, get a 66-yard touchdown pass to Yannick to give themselves a 13-7 lead. But then another turnover by Wilkes, this time on an interception, leads to Albright getting the ball back, and then they get a foul called, a personal foul against Wilkes, who tried to block a field goal, leaping over the line. Gives Albright a fresh set of downs deep in Wilkes territory. They turn that into a 14-yard touchdown run to grab the lead at 14-13. Wilkes was driving once again, but a drive stalled out and was on an interception, the second interception, third turnover. And the Colonels unfortunately gave the ball back to Albright, and that's how the half ended. Now, Wilkes does get the ball to start the second half. So the Colonels will at least get that opportunity to start working on their offense. Let's go inside the numbers here. 16 first downs for the Colonels. They've controlled the pace of this game. 248 yards of total offense. Albright with just 123, but those turnovers have hurt. A fumble that was turned over to Albright, and then 2 interceptions. That's 3 turnovers to just 1, as Albright threw an interception early in the game. Again, just 123 yards of total offense. Albright just 1 yard of total offense rushing the football, as they have been swallowed up pretty well by this Wilkes defense, at least running the football. 122 yards passing. Wilkes has thrown for 211 yards. Jose Tabor, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 12 for 22. Jose Tabor also gaining 19 yards to lead all Wilkes rushes on 11 carries, but he lost a lot on that fumble that was then picked up by Albright deep in Wilkes territory. Jason Wiley's got 4 carries for 16 yards. Jeff Stiebel, 4 receptions for 64 yards, a 22-yard touchdown. Nick Yannick, 3 catches for 96 yards and a 66-yard touchdown. Derek Nelson, 3 catches for 21 yards. Juan Salas Negron, 2 catches for 30 yards so far in this game. As far as tackles are concerned, Jalen Lawson, 4 tackles, 2 assisted tackles, so 4 solo ones. He's got 5 total right now. He's been pretty good for this Albright team. Michael Murphy has a 2.5 tackles, 2 solo right now. Devin Fink, 2.5 tackles as well. Lucas Wood has helped on some tackles as well. He's got a tackle for loss. Wilkes has been pretty good defensively as far as getting to the quarterback and forcing Albright into some tough positions on offense, but the problem for Wilkes has been that their offense has given the ball back too many times. They're giving Albright too many opportunities to get down the field, putting themselves in good spots, and Albright has taken advantage of that and made Wilkes pay. Couple tackles for loss in this game already. Schneider and Ricky combining on one. Zach Weber's got a tackle for loss as well. Couple sacks for Wilkes in this game. The defense has played fine, but the offense is giving the ball away and giving Albright the ball in advanced positions and chances to go down the field and make something happen against the Colonels. 14-13, the Lions in front of Wilkes. We'll take a break when we come back. Second half on the way between Wilkes and Albright College. Stick around. Listening to Wilkes Football on the John Mendola Show Network at GoWilkesU.com.
Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokoch for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokoch State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokoch State Farm.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carolyn Janelle's and the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carolyn Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza, delicious pasta dishes, scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carolyn Janelle's, where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
So back here at halftime, the Ralston Athletic Complex, Wilkes University. Colonels trailing 14-13 to the Albright College Lions. Here on the John Mendola Show Network, GoWilkesU.com. The Wilkes Colonels about to make their way back out of their locker room and onto the field. They line up on the stairs in front of the Munson Fieldhouse and make their way down. It's not the end of homecoming festivities here at Wilkes University after this game. The men's and women's soccer teams, both home, playing on this very field, Schmidt Stadium, against the Sales in a doubleheader. After this game, as homecoming continues, a couple athletic events. I know the volleyball team was in action at the March Center earlier this afternoon. Wilkes, the rest of the season schedule, they've got 2 more road games remaining at FDU Forum this upcoming Friday night, October 12th. We'll have that game for you here at the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com, traveling with them out to Madison for the Friday night clash with FDU Forum, one of the surprise teams in the conference. They've been very, very impressive. That has not been something you could say about FDU through their through the last couple seasons in the conference. Then they go to Stevenson on October 20th, Saturday afternoon in Maryland. That game is a noon kick down at Owings Mills against a pretty tough Stevenson squad. They always field a pretty good team. Then it's home against Lycoming on October 27th against the Warriors, who have been pretty good so far this year. Lyco has been one of the better teams in the MAC. Then it's the bye, November 3rd, before the big clash, home against King's College. A battle for the Mayor's Cup between Wilkes and Kings. That game always a tough matchup with the Colonels and King's College. Meanwhile, Albright, they have a bye coming up after this game at Wilkes. Then they're home against King's College on October 20th against the Monarchs. Then they're on the road against Delaware Valley, the best team in the conference. Nationally ranked up to number 21, I believe now, on the D3Football.com poll. Then they're back up in our area against Misericordia on November 3rd, taking on the surprising Cougars before they travel, or excuse me, they're home against the Cougars, and then they travel out to Lebanon Valley November 10th to round out their regular season. Albright 0-5 coming into this game, and I think after a half of football, you can see the talent there for this team. Jimmy LaHaye, 11 of 19, 122 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. They have faced, again, some pretty tough opponents. I know I kind of touched on it in the beginning, but UMHB, University of Mary Hardin Baylor, this was a team that was number 3 in the country when Albright played them, and they won 91-7. It was a demolition. And they played a ranked Salisbury team the week before on a Friday night. 48-14, they lost that game. They were in a tough game at home against Stevenson, a game that was tied or close to tied at halftime, ended up losing 50-21. They were close in that Salisbury game at halftime, lost 48-14, lost 69-0 to Widener, a Widener team that is on the verge of winning 3 straight after dropping their first 3, and then were winning 34-21 at home against FDU Florham, before giving up 27 unanswered in the second half and falling there. Now, this has been the bugaboo for Albright in the second half. They have only scored 7 points all season long in the second half. They have not done well after halftime. Wilkes needs to try to take advantage of that, but the one thing Wilkes needs to do is cut down on the turnovers. So we'll see if the Colonels can do just that. They're going to start with the ball to start the second half here, barring some trickery from Kevin Getz. The ball is on the near side, the near hash, 35-yard line, left to right for Albright. Cadis and Fink back to receive. Here's the end-over-end kick, and it's going to be taken by Cadis around his own 2-yard line. Now brings us out across the 10, the 15, the 25, beats the first line of defense. A flag comes flying in as he's tackled around the 27. We'll check the flag. Only 2 penalties against Wilkes for 19 yards, 3 penalties for 45 yards against Albright. So the officials it's going to be from the 27-yard line, and the officials are still talking about it. And now I think we're going to finally get the call here. 14:52, holding called against Wilkes. That's going to move the ball back to the 17-yard line. So that's a 3rd penalty for 29 yards for the Colonels. 16 first downs in that first half. Now it's 1st and 10 from their own 17. Ball in the middle of the field. 1 receiver near side, 2 to the top. Play action. Tabora throws it over the middle, and it's intercepted It was intended for Yannick, who I think slipped, and it's picked off as Armand Jefferson comes up with a nightmare start for Wilkes in the second half. They give the ball to Albright on the third interception for Jose Tabora. The 26-yard line is where Albright will take over.
Return by 26, or I'm sorry, return by 9.
And Albright with 14:45 in prime position here to lengthen the lead at the Wilkes 26-yard line. Believe it or not, it's not their best field position. They got it at the 12 earlier in the first half. Shotgun for Jimmy LaHaye, and the officials blow a whistle. Reset the play clock, I think is what they're asking for. So Wilkes turns the ball over in the first play of the second half, and now Albright in prime position. 1st and 10 from the Wilkes 26-yard line. Two to the near side, one to the top for LaHaye. Going to be a handoff to Thorpe running up the middle. Breaks one tackle, tries to break another as Murphy can't quite get to him, but Moyer does, but not before Thorpe picks up close to 8 yards on the play.
Tackle made by number 34, Bud Moyer. Number 25, Michael Murphy.
So this is a dangerous spot now. Thorpe sidecar right to LaHaye. Out of the shotgun. Back he goes, looking to his right. Quickly makes the pass. It is complete to Dickerson, standing inside the 15, down near the 12. It looks like they're going to mark him. So that's going to be a pickup of about 6. So they complete that one. They grab a first down, and now Albright 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, the 12-yard line. Shotgun again, play action. LaHaye looking, throws it. It's complete, and it's a touchdown. Able to connect with Kevin Zahner on the little slant route there for 12 yards. So that's huge. LaHaye to Zahner for 12 yards on the touchdown. And just like that, Albright has a 20-13 lead. Looking to add the extra point as Kevin gets. There's a snap, hold down, kick up, and it's good.
Kick is good. 21-13.
So a first play interception for Wilkes to start the second half. That's the 3rd pick for Tabora, who coming into the game has been pretty good. 9 touchdowns to just 3 interceptions. He's thrown 2 touchdowns in this game, but he's thrown 3 picks. And that one was tough. You can't really put it on him, as it looked like Yannick fell as Tabora was trying to get to him, and Armand Jefferson was right there waiting for it. But all 21 points for Albright have come off of mistakes from Wilkes. And now the Colonels are in an 8-point hole, 21-13 with 13:45 to go.
Number 26, Devin Sink, back to receive, 29.
So that took just about a minute for Albright to snag the lead from the Wilkes 26-yard line. 21-13, Albright in front. Getz has the ball in the near side hash. All the momentum is on the side of the Lions right now. Getz puts this one up in the air, end over end kick, and Cadis calls for a fair catch. That's a new rule this year inside the 25-yard line. Any fair catch there will bring it out to the 25. And that's where Wilkes will take over with 13:45 to go here. Widener has already scored again, 38-10, they lead Kings. 10 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Alvernia 27-16 over Misericordia, 14:38 to go in the 3rd quarter there. So Alvernia lengthening their lead.
Will be added to the 25-yard line that go to the 30.
Now they called a 5-yard penalty against Albright for offside. So that'll actually put the ball on the 30 for Wilkes.
No, he just said offside.
as they move it 5 yards from the 25-yard line to the 30. So decent field position for Wilkes here. 13:45 to go. You know, in spite of all the things that seem to be going wrong offensively for Wilkes, it's an 8-point game. And a well-timed offensive possession that ends in a touchdown can put Wilkes back on the level field here. 2 to the top. Tight end left. Shotgun, 2 sidecars. Hand off to Wiley, trying to run off that left edge. Now tries to cut back up the field. He crosses the 30. Knocked down near the 34-yard line.
Wiley carries.
And on the stop there, Zach Marini. A pickup of 3 for Wiley. So 2nd and 7 for the Colonels. Nelson comes near side. Yannick in the slot. Stieber and Salas Negron to the top of the formation. 2-by-2 shotgun. Tabora with Wiley to his right. Pressure being shown up the middle from the backers from Albright that back off. Now Tabora runs off the right side trying to find the edge. Tabora gets a nice block. Has a first down across his own 40. Tabora down the sideline into Albright territory inside the 30 before he's taken down. Right at the 25-yard line. So a good start there. 42 yards on the run for Jose Tabora. And that changes the field position a little for Wilkes here. And they've got a first down at the Albright 25. 12:28 to go here in the third quarter. They trail 21-13. Shotgun again. 2 near side, 2 to the top. Now they're actually going to bring Justin Deem, the tight end, tight right. So it's just Nelson to the top of the formation. It's a handoff to Wiley, who tried to burrow his way underneath and then tried to run out to the right side. But this time Albright was there. A loss of 2 on the play.
30. 39 and 30. Number 30, Sam Vieira. Down to the...
So Sam Vieira in on the stop. Dawson in on the stop as well for Albright. A 2-yard loss there. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. Tight left, I think that's Jordan Jones. 2nd and 12 from the 27-yard line. Play action and pressure coming from Albright. They get to Tabora. They tried to run that RPO and pressure right up the gut from the Lions. Sends him backwards. I think it was Jason Smith. Looked like Tyler Foster as well on the stop. And a loss of 8.
And Nate Stephens.
So now, Wilkes in trouble after getting to the 25-yard line. Turn to the near side, 1 to the top. 3rd and 20. Tabora out of the shotgun. Back he goes. Pressure coming off the edge. Has to step up into the pocket. Now Tabora's going to have to run with it. Makes one person miss. Can't get away from the second tackler. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. And actually gains a yard inside the 25 to the 24. 9 yards shy of the first down marker. That's an 11-yard pickup.
Hold on. 24.
So now decision time for the Colonels at the Albright 24-yard line. This might be a big play here. 4th and 9, and the Colonels are going to go for it. 10:20 to go here in the third quarter. One of the big plays of the game here. 4th and 9 from the 24-yard line. They need the 15. 3 near side. Shotgun again. Tabora with Wiley next to him. Gets it. Back he goes. Some pressure from Albright. They're going to throw it down to the near side. Stieber open. Oh, he dropped it. It was in his hands, and he dropped it. It was almost a touchdown. It should have been a touchdown, but Stieber, who's always been sure-handed, can't come down with it. And Albright dodges a bullet. That should have been a touchdown. And Albright takes over at their own 24-yard line. Maybe it's that kind of day for the Lions.
Still 19-14.
9:53 to go. They take over on their own 24-yard line. Stieber had that one in his hands, and he couldn't come down with it. He was behind the defense. No one near him within 2 yards. LaHaye, 1st and 10 handoff to Thorpe, running off that left side. Now burrows his way forward across the 25, down near the 26. Justin Trollinger and Dane Tarantelli combined on a stop to the 26-yard line. Wilkes defense needs to make a big play here as the offense couldn't quite get it. The Wilkes defense needs to try to help him out here. 2nd and 8. Ball on the 26-yard line for Albright. Left to right, ball far hash. 2 near side, 1 to the top. LaHaye, Thorpe, sidecar left. Awaits the snap. Back he goes, looking quickly to his right side. Has his man, and it is caught! Excellent catch at the 39-yard line. Zahner comes down with that one. He was submarined by Weber, but somehow he hung on to it. A 13-yard pickup.
39.
First down for Albright.
Nice looking pass. Pick up the first down. Zahner hangs on to it. LaHaye hung it up there, and Weber came out from underneath to try to make him drop it, but Zahner hangs on. It's 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Ball near side hash. Shotgun again for LaHaye. Thorpe sidecar right. 8:35 to go here, 3rd quarter. Back goes LaHaye. Time. All kinds of time. Steps up. Throws it. Has his man Dickerson, but it's too far and incomplete. Eventually the pressure got there as he stepped into the pocket, and LaHaye had to kind of loft it a little higher and a little deeper, and Dickerson couldn't get to it. So they missed the connection there. 2nd and 10. Clock stops at 8:28. 21-13. Albright in front. Shotgun again, 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. LaHaye, Thorpe to his left. 3 down linemen, and somebody moved on the Albright offensive line. That'll back him up 5 yards.
Head ball, false start, number 13, offense.
So that one's going to go against Kai Vargas. So Kai Vargas called for the false start, a 5-yard penalty, puts the ball back at the 34-yard line. That makes it 2nd and 15. That's the 5th penalty against Albright. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. It's Miller and Dickerson. Dickerson's in the slot. Zahner, isolation near side. LaHaye, back, time, throws it over the middle, high, it's complete. Somehow Miller comes down with it at his own 46-yard line. Wilkes drags him backwards. So he's close, about 3 yards shy of the first down marker. So that's a 12-yard pickup.
Tackle made by number 9, Shane Murphy.
And that'll bring up 3rd down. Third and 3 from their own 46-yard line. 7:49 to go. 21-13, Albright leads. Wilkes trying to get off the field. Ball towards the far side hash. Left to right for the Lions. Shotgun, 2 near side, 1 to the top. LaHaye, quick pass across the middle. It's high, and it is intercepted. It's picked off. Chang comes away with it, and he gets away from a tackler, and he gets inside Albright territory to the 47-yard line. A pass intended for Kyle Dickerson got tipped up into the air, and it was Andrew Chang, Johnny on the spot. A huge turnover for the Colonels. 2nd interception for LaHaye.
Tackle made by number 83,
And now with 7:25 to go, here in the 3rd, the Wilkes offense can redeem themselves on the Albright 48-yard line. Trailing by 8, 21-13. 3 to the near side, 1 to the top. Shotgun for Jose Tabora. Wiley next to him. Tabora just going to run off that left side behind Wiley. Has some blockers. He's into the secondary, inside the 40, and down near the 37-yard line. A pickup of 11 yards on the play.
Number 8, Nate Steffen on the tackle. First down, Colonel.
Colonel first down with 7:12 to go. Ball on the 37-yard line, far side hash. Richard Ermias running out here for the Colonel. So an interception for the Wilkes defense gives the offense some life here. Ball on the 37, far side hash. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the top. Nelson in isolation to the top. Wiley sidecar right to Tabora. Tabora running up the middle again, breaks one tackler, and he's brought down inside the 35-yard line. Nate Steffen on the stop once again. That one to the 33. It's a pickup of 4 for Tabora. A lot of designed runs for him in this game. We've seen as this game has gone on. So Salas Negron is going to get the call from Coach Drock. 6:15 to go. Ball on the 33-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming. Stieber to the top with Salas Negron. It's a 2x2. Nelson and Yannick are the near side. Right to left. Shotgun again for Tabora. Wiley next to him. Pressure on the edges coming from Albright. They get a quick pass out to Stieber, and he dropped it again. Incomplete. That was, I think, a case of Stieber running with it before he was ready to go, before he actually caught that. And now that's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 6, 5:55. Clock stopped at in the 3rd quarter here. Ball on the Albright 33-yard line. 2 to the near side. Nelson isolation to the top. Tight end left. Tabora, Wiley, next to him to his right. The Albright faithful trying to get up on their feet. Pass near side, complete to Yannick. Comes down with it inside the 25. Tiptoes the sideline and out of bounds near the 22. So that's going to be a 12-yard pickup. Pickup on the play. And a first down for Wilkes, so they keep the chains moving. On the Albright 21-yard line. Big first down conversion, or 3rd down conversion, I should say, there for the Colonels. 3 to the top, 1 to the near side. Shotgun again. 1st and 10 from the 21 ball, near side hash. Right to left, Tabora. Stieber, isolation near side. Tabora, fakes the quick pass to the out, gets it back to Stieber. Stieber trying to get around on the screen, breaks one tackler inside the 20. Stieber gains positive yardage out of that to the 17, it looks like. So that should give him about 4. Yeah, to the 17-yard line. Stieber 5 catches, 68 yards so far in this game. 2nd and 6. Wiley to the right of Tabora. Stieber isolation near side. 3 receivers to the top. Nelson, Harrison, and Juan Salas Negron. Again, Albright showing some pressure on the edges. Quick pass, and it's complete over the middle to Nelson. Nelson inside the 10. It almost looked like Tabora didn't throw it, almost faked it, but he did. Completed with Nelson about 11 yards to the 6-yard line.
First down and goal for the Colonel. Yes.
So 238 yards passing now for Tabora as he completes with Nelson for 11 yards. Another first down. Now it's 1st and goal from the 6-yard line for the Colonels. 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
35 in the I form with 45.
I formation. This is the first time I think Jose Tabora is going under center. 1 receiver to the top. Double tight. Play action. Tabora looking to throw it. Throws it short near side. It's complete. Touchdown to the fullback. They get it to Joe Lashinsky. No flags, and the Colonels score.
Lashinsky. Touchdown, Colonel.
That was a play they used against Lebanon Valley in the 2nd game of the season.
They're going for 2 here.
as they completed it to Matt Rossi back then, but this time it's Lashinsky that scores, and Wilkes is going to go for two, down 21-19. So Tabora connects with Lashinsky. Wilkes is going to go for two. Trips, bunched tight to the right side, and one receiver near side. They're going to throw it up to Stieber, who cannot come down with it. Great defense there by Robert Terrell to just be in the neighborhood. Stieber can't get it. So 21-19 is the score. Wilkes pulls within two against Albright here. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more. You're listening to Wilkes Football on GoWilkes.com and the John Mendola Show Network.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokoch for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokoch State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokoch State Farm.
So almost 4 minutes off the clock on that drive. They started at 7:25. They ended at 3:39. Wilkes gets in on a 6-yard touchdown pass to Lashinsky, his third touchdown pass. He does have 3 interceptions, but the Colonels inch closer. 21-19 now the score. We'll see what they do with Cutteroff. He's got the ball on the 35-yard line. The Albright Lions are back to receive.
David Cutteroff to pick up.
Brandon DeShields back there, along with Lawson. Here's the kick from Cutteroff, end over end, taken by Lawson around his own 8-yard line. Now brings it out across the 15, the 20, down the near side numbers. Now breaks a tackle with the 25, can't get away from a second tackler, and he's swarmed by the Colonels at the 25-yard line.
31-33.
Looks like Gregory Chrysler was on the stop there initially for the Colonels, and Albright takes over
Number 33, Cole Justin.
at the 25-yard line. That's where Albright will take over. Alverni at 27, Misericordia at 24. 4:53 to go, third quarter there. Widener 41-10 over Kings. 4:37 to go, third quarter there. 2 to the near side, 2 to the top. 1st and 10, Jimmy LaHaye from his own 25-yard line. Wilkes, 4-down lineman, handoff. Thorpe breaks some tackles, and he's across the 35, and he's got a first down out to his own 39-yard line. It had to be Weber to make the stop, but Thorpe broke through an arm tackle, and he picks up 14. You know, he was struggling initially to find some space, but he's starting to get it now as the game is worn on. So 1st down for Albright, 1st and 10 from their own 39. They get to the line. Shotgun again for Jimmy LaHaye. Play action. Throws it out to the left side, complete to Dickerson. Dickerson's got a blocker out in front of him to his own 45-yard line before he's brought down. They're going to give him the 46. So it's a pickup of 7. So the 7-yard pickup there. And the officials switching balls in and out. They're going to put it at the 46-yard line. 2 to the near side, 2 to the top. 2nd and 3. Ball on their own 46-yard line, 2:34 to go in the third quarter. Albright leads 21-19. Shotgun again, handoff, Thorpe. This time he doesn't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Pat Rickey on the stop. No gain. Brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 3 from the 46-yard line. Need the 49. The Wilkes crowd trying to get behind the Colonel defense here. They got an interception on their last defensive possession. Can they do something again here? 3-down linemen for the Colonels. Pressure on the edge. 2-by-2 again out of the shotgun from LaHaye. Gets the snap. Back he goes. Looks near side. And it is high and intercepted. It's tipped and picked off. Montague. Sideline. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown. Colonels. tip pass. I think it was Chang that initially tipped it into the air. And Montague, there's a flag. Hold on, there's a flag on the far side in front of the Colonel sideline on the 45. So this might not be a touchdown. It will be an interception. So they say it's a touchdown. Hold on. Okay, so the official going to give us the signal here.
Sideline interference on the defensive team. Touchdown is good.
Sideline interference called against Wilkes. The touchdown is good. So the Colonels' defense steps up big again, picks off their third pass. Montague returns it for a touchdown. And now it's Kickoff on to kick the extra point. What a swing in momentum now. The Colonels have the lead at 26-21. With 1:37 to go, third quarter.
1:37 to go, third.
Colonels lead, 26-21 over Albright. We'll take a break. You're listening to Wilkes Football, the John Mendola Show Network, and GoWilkesU.com.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol and Janelle's and the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol and Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carol and Janelle's where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
So Schmidt Stadium is buzzing now as the Colonels have taken a 26-21 lead here in Edwardsville. Wilkes on top of Albright. Now a 15-yard penalty was assessed against Wilkes. Back to the 20-yard line for sideline interference. So that puts the ball. Wilkes is going to be kicking off from the 20. Albright's going to get great field position here unless Kickoff can really get his leg behind this one. Wilkes leads 26-21. They don't make it easy on anybody. 1:37 to go in the third quarter. Kickoff puts his foot to this one. Line drive, end over end kick taken. Lawson drops it at his own 15-yard line, picks it back up. Crosses 20, now the 30. Lawson trying to cut to the outside. Brought down right at the 35-yard line. Tackle made there. Aiden Sinis-Galley on the stop. And that's where Albright will take over with 1:28 to go here in the third. From their own 35-yard line. So 2 straight possessions ending in interceptions for the Lions. After picking a pass off and scoring from 26 yards out to start the third quarter. Shotgun, one receiver near side, tight right, 2 to the top for LaHaye. Thorpe, sidecar right, 1st and 10 from his own 35 for Jimmy. Hand off to Thorpe. Thorpe brought down as he crosses the 35 down to the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. Damon Butler on the stop. 2-yard pickup on the play. No, 3 yards, excuse me, out to the 38. Or now they move it back to the 37, so it's a 2-yard carry. And the officials call something in here with 1:23 to go. The clock is still running. So one of the side judges has run in to talk to the head official here. Line judge comes in as well to get in on the conversation. 2nd and 8 for Albright from their own 37.
Clock, 1 minute 13 seconds.
They say the clock should be at 1:13.
1:13.
And now the clock is set at 1:13, and the official wants it to run. So 2nd and 8. Ball near side on 37-yard line, left to right for Albright. This is Jimmy LaHaye, gets the snap, handoff. No, he's going to keep it running off the left side. Jimmy gets across his own 40, twisted down at the 41-yard line. So a little run-pass option there. A little read option, I should say, brings it out to the 41. A pickup of 4 for LaHaye.
Third down.
Another big third down here for the Colonel defense. Shotgun again. 3rd and 4, the ball on the 41-yard line. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. This will probably be the last play unless there's an incomplete pass. LaHaye gets the snap. Back he goes, looking to his left. Looking, has time, throws it high, and it is complete to Dickerson in Wilkes territory, down inside the 45, near the 44-yard line. Great looking pass. About 15 yards on the completion to Dickerson. This is not going to be an easy way for this game to end. It is going to go back and forth until the end. 1st and 10 now from the Wilkes 44-yard line, and Albright will allow the clock to run out. We move to the fourth quarter. 26-21. It's been back and forth. Wilkes in front of Albright. Fourth quarter on the way. You're listening to Wilkes football on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com.
Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at McCarthyTire.com.
So welcome back. Fourth quarter action coming up between Wilkes and Albright here on GoWilkesU.com, the John Mendola Show Network on our YouTube live stream. A couple scores from around the MAC. 36-7. Stevenson on top of 11 in Valley. Less than 10 minutes to go in that game. So Stevenson on their way to a 3-1 conference record. Misericordia has pulled within 33-30 to Alvernia. They trail by 3. 1:26 to go in the third quarter there. 41-10. Widener on top of Kings. Fourth quarter about to start at that game. And then obviously 26-21 here. Wilkes on top of Albright, but Albright moving the football. And they've got the ball at the Wilkes 44-yard line. 1st and 10, right to left as we see it to start the fourth quarter. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. They bring a man in motion. Play action. LaHaye back, throws, has time, has his man open down the middle. It's caught, and it's a touchdown for Albright. 44-yard touchdown pass complete to Zach Miller.
But he's pass completed to 12, Zach Miller for an Albright touchdown.
Well designed, and they connect on the score.
Should be, they're going for 2 here.
So LaHaye
According to the card.
to Miller for 44 yards. And Albright up 27-26 is going to go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game.
Just put the other team score. 19-28 right there.
So LaHaye out of the shotgun. Back he goes, looking for the quick pass, goes to the corner, and it is caught by Dickerson. 2-point conversion is good. And the game now stands at 29-26.
LaHaye pass complete.
So just like that, Albright scores on the first play of the fourth quarter, and it's 29-26, the Lions in front of the Colonels again. State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokach for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokach, State Farm's office is there. Check out his new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokach, State Farm. So back and forth we go. Colonels to receive the kick here from Getz, with 14:50 to go. So Albright scores on the first play of the fourth quarter. Here's the kick, end over end, high from Getz, taken by Cadis at his own 6-yard line. Cadis runs across the 15, now the 20, and he's hit right around his own 23-yard line.
Tackle, solo, 43.
So Cadis can't get much further than the 23. 14:43 to go here in the third quarter. Ball on the 23-yard line. And that's where the Colonels will take over. Their offense has been able to move the ball on this Albright defense. The problem has been Wilkes has been giving the ball up. They have 3 interceptions and a fumble, 4 turnovers so far in this game. And they also had a turnover on downs deep in Albright territory earlier in the third quarter. Shotgun for Tabora, handoff, Wiley running off the left side, 1st and 10, has a blocker out in front, gets across the 35, the 25, now across the 30, flag comes flying in as Wiley picks up 14 yards, or excuse me, 11 yards on the carry, and will check the flag. And I think this is going to go against Albright. So an 11-yard run for Wiley, and they're going to add yards to the end of the run.
Personal foul, face mask, number 14, defense. First down.
So a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Albright has really hurt themselves with penalties, 6 for 70. That is the 4th personal foul penalty they've had, and moves the ball to the Wilkes 49-yard line on the 11-yard run from Wiley. So they grab the first down. Do the Colonels. Now it's 1st and 10 from their own 49. Ball far side hash, 14:21 to go here, fourth quarter. Shotgun, 2x2 for Tabora. His team down 29-26. He's going to run it up the middle, gets behind a blocker, just gets inside the 50 down to the 49-yard line of Albright. A 2-yard pickup for Tabora.
Number 30, Sam Vieira. Number 48, Tyler Foster.
Makes it 2nd and 8. They need the 41-yard line of Albright. They run Jones on. So that 3rd-string tight end, they used him a lot this season. Solis, Negron, and Stieber to the near side. Jones, the deep man, with Nelson in the slot to the other side. So 2x2. Shotgun again. Wiley sidecar left, 13:33 to go in this game. Quick pass to Boyle, hits Nelson, who is streaking open down the numbers, and he gets inside the 40, down to the 35-yard line. A 14-yard quick pass to Nelson.
First down, Colonel.
So the 14-yard pitch and catch. .258 yards passing now for Tabora. Shotgun again. Double sidecar, Lashinsky to his right, Wiley to his left. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the top. 1st and 10 from the Albright 35-yard line. They trail by 3 at 29-26 to the Colonels. Tabora barking orders. 1 second of the play clock, they just get it off. Tabora goes back, he's looking for the home run, goes deep, has his ball, Stieber beat his man, and it's knocked free. Great defense there by Kamal Stewart. Wow. Stieber had him beat, the pass hung up in the air, and Stewart was able to get back and knock it away. Nice play call from Wilkes, though, to go up top. Stieber beat his man, but Stewart was able to get back there. Maybe it hung up just a little too much from Tabora, and it drops incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Clock stops at 12:42. 29-26, Albright leads. Wilkes, shotgun, 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. Tabora, back, under some duress, flushed out of the pocket, now runs to his left, able to beat 1 man inside the 30, and dragged it down near the 28-yard line. That's about a 7-yard pickup for Tabora. And that is good because it is 3rd down, but it's 3rd and manageable. 3rd and about 3. Ball inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. They need the 25. Shotgun. Tight right. 2 to the near side. Nelson, isolation to the top. Tabora with Wiley to his left. From the Albright 28-yard line. Steps up, throws it down the sideline, looking to get it to Nelson, who catches it! Nelson in! Touchdown! No flags! And the Colonels retake the lead. A 28-yard touchdown pass to Nelson. A a big, big third down conversion for the Colonels. And they jump back out in front, 32-29, and we'll see what the extra point does here with Cutter-off on the kick. He puts that one through. That's big. It makes it a 4-point game at 33-29. So Tabora to Nelson for 28 yards.
Scores from around the mat. Stevenson leads 36-7.
4 touchdown passes for Jose Tabora in this game.
Start of the fourth quarter, Albernia leads 33-31 over his reporting.
286 yards passing for Jose Tabora.
31, Widener, 17, Kings.
And 33-29, the Colonels back out in front. This game has been back and forth pretty much from the start.
It's hard to find a team that can beat. It's hard to find a team that
So Albright has to answer again. 33-29. LaHaye was able to hit Zach Miller for a 44-yard touchdown pass the last possession. Can the Wilkes defense step up? They forced 3 turnovers. 3 interceptions so far in this game. Cutter off to kick from his own 35-yard line. Puts this one through. Off to the left side, end over end. Taken right at the 10-yard line. Now brought across the 20 to the 25 and out across the 35. Great return to the 37-yard line there. Lawson brings that one out for the Lions. They got good field position with 11:38 to go.
ball flat at the 37-yard line.
13th possession for Albright here at their own 37-yard line. Now this is if you're the Colonel defense here, you really need to stop. You really need to buckle down. Not let Albright try to turn this into a back and forth affair. You need to get the ball back to your offense. Shotgun, 2 to the near side, 2 to the top. LaHaye. 1st and 10 from his own 37. Inside give to Thorpe to start things off here, and he's going to get about a yard to the 38.
Tackle number 25, Michael Murphy. Along with number 95, Pat Ricky.
Ricky and Murphy on the stop. 1-yard pickup. 11:20 to go. Wilkes 33-29. 2 again, near side, 2 to the top. LaHaye, shotgun. Thorpe, sidecar left. From his own 38, back goes LaHaye, looking over the middle, he throws it, and it is complete to Miller. In traffic, comes down with it near the 50-yard line, and a Wilkes player is slow to his feet. That's a 12-yard pickup. On the pass to Miller. Ball's going to be marked right at the 50, and now attention turns to the injured Colonel. That's Montague that's down, who had the interception returned for touchdown. So Montague's down, and the training staff is out to look at him. And they're going to help him up. He came over the top of Dickerson as Dickerson came down with the football right at midfield. So not sure if he landed awkwardly or what happened there. Wild game between Alvernia and Misericordia, 33-31, fourth quarter about to start. Alvernia leads. Widener taking it to Kings, 41-17, 10:21 to go in the fourth quarter there. Still 36-7, Stevenson in front. That game about to end down in Maryland. So Lebanon Valley going to remain winless on the season, which was a surprise, I think, for everybody. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line for Jimmy LaHaye and company. Play action, throws it out to the right side. It is complete to Vargas, nowhere to go. Great tackle there as Michael Murphy comes up with a stop. His helmet popped off, too. A loss of 1 on the play.
Number 13, Ty Vargas. Tackle made by number 24, Zachary Weber.
And now the officials stop it for a second on a 1-yard loss. That's a great open field tackle by Michael Murphy. Swinging out there quickly to get after Vargas. As Zach Miller is running on the sideline in front of us, maybe just trying to keep himself loose after he had to make that diving catch on the previous play. 2 to the top, 2 to the near side again for Albright. 2nd and 11, 10-10 to go here, 4th quarter. 33-29. Back goes LaHaye, looks to his left, hit as he lets it go, complete to Dickerson, inside the 35-yard line, and down to the 32. 19 yards on the completion.
Tackle made by number 24, Zachary Miller. Number 34, Lucas Wood.
So another completion for the first down. That's a big one for Albright. And now it's 1st and 10 at the Wilkes 32-yard line. Play action again. LaHaye hit this time. This one, I think, slipped out of his hand as he let it go. Murphy able to hit him. So 2nd and 10. Ball on the Wilkes 32-yard line. It's on the near side hash. Albright right to the left. They trail 33-29. 9:42 to go. 2-by-2 again. Shotgun. LaHaye comes with it. Pressure coming. Wilkes brings it, but it's a screen pass near side, and they're not going to get much further than inside the 30, down to the 27 or so. They set up the screen pass to Joey Cole, who was hit initially, broke through that pressure, but only picks up 5 yards. Another 3rd down opportunity here. 2 to the near side, 2 to the top, 9:11 to go. The coaching staff, the colonels on the far side of the field, trying to get the crowd into it. 3rd and 5. Ball on the 27-yard line of Wilkes. Albright moving right to left, trailing by 4. Back goes LaHaye, looks near side, throws it, and it is complete. Dickerson, no, they're going to... Was it complete? It might have been incomplete, but there is a flag in the secondary. I think it might be illegal hands or a holding here against Wilkes. Yep, holding against the Colonels. And I think Coach Marsko was asking if the pass was complete. Because nobody really made an initial talk here. Now the officials are talking about it. So the officials talking about it. It was 3rd and 5. They threw it to the left side. It looked like Dickerson almost came down with it, but there wasn't really... One official called it incomplete, but nobody really made another signal, and then there was a flag on the play.
That's what I wondered if they're just...
So the officials are still talking about it here. 8:50 to go, 4th quarter. Either way, Albright's going to get the ball in good field position.
Probably gain another 8 to 10 yards.
Dickerson seems to be pointing, saying they're saying he caught the pass.
So if it's complete,
they decline the penalty.
So here's the official to make the call here.
Holding. Defense, number 14. Penalty is declined.
They declined the penalty.
Good catch. Resulted in a first down.
From the 27 to the 14. It's a 13-yard pickup to Dickerson. So they pick up the first down, and now it's 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line in the red zone. Right to left, pass complete to Zahner out on the 10. He's going to get close to the 8-yard line. Make it the 9. 5-yard pickup.
2nd down.
So here we go, 2nd and 5, 8:12 to go. Into the red zone for Albright. Ball on the 9-yard line of Wilkes. Shotgun again. LaHaye gets the snap. Back he goes, looking to the left, throws it, and it is complete. And diving is Miller. Touchdown, Albright. 9-yard touchdown pass. Albright reclaims the lead, 35-33. So they're on to kick the extra point.
Extra point is up number 99, Kevin Getz.
That's the 4th touchdown pass for Jimmy LaHaye in this game. Here's the snap. It's low. They're able to get this one up and through.
Kick is good.
So Albright gets the lead back, 36-33 the lead, 7:57 to go. Here in the 4th quarter, they're on top of Wilkes. You're listening to Wilkes Football on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol Janelle's and the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carol Janelle's where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
So back and forth we've gone in this game. It's now 36-33. Albright on top of Wilkes. Listening to Wilkes Football, the John Mendola Show Network, GoWilkesU.com. Misericordia has claimed the lead over Alvernia, 39-33 now they lead. 9:36 to go, 4th quarter there. And Kings mounting a little bit of a comeback, 41-25 they trail. 7:07 to go, 4th quarter there. Stevenson, a victor over Lebanon Valley. 36-7, that game went final a little while ago. A couple minutes. Kevin gets on to kick here for Albright. They lead 36-33 after a 9-yard touchdown pass. End-over-end kick taken by Cadis. He wants a fair catch. And we'll get the ball out at the 25-yard line with 7:57 to go. The Colonels have scored touchdowns on their last 2 possessions. Starting from their own 23 and from the Albright 48-yard line, they've ended in scores. Now they start from their own 25 with 7:57 to go, trailing 36-33. In a game where Jose Tabora has thrown 4 touchdown passes, but he has thrown 3 interceptions. Need to avoid the mistake here for the Colonels. 1st and 10 from their own 25. Shotgun, ball right in the middle of the field. They're going to throw it near side to Salas Negron, who is hit hard on the pass by Robert Terrell. They tried to set up the screen. Terrell ran free, and Salas Negron was hit. Great job by him just to hang on to it. But they lose a yard on the play. So Terrell hits Salas Negron. It makes it, they're going to actually give him a 2-yard loss, it looks like. The officials seem to be marking it and then marking it again. Shotgun, and somebody called timeout. Wilkes wanted to talk things over. John Drock didn't like what he saw out of the Wilkes offense there. That's their first timeout they've used this half. They do have 2 remaining. They trail 36-33. Wilkes with 24 first downs in this game. They've got 402 yards of offense. Albright 325. Wilkes has thrown for 284 yards. They've run for 118 yards. So they're keeping the ball moving. But again, turnovers have been a problem. They've fumbled and they've thrown 3 interceptions. And that's where we're at right now at 36-33. Albright leads. Wilkes on the road at FDU Forum Friday night, October 12th. We'll have that game for you here on the John Mendola Show YouTube live stream and on GoWilkesU.com. I'm Tom Ferguson. 2 to the top, 2 to the near side. 2x2 for Jose Tabora, and now the field judge in the back blows his whistle. He keeps looking back, maybe looking at the play clock, I guess. Not sure.
The game clock's fine.
Oh, the game clock. Okay, so they've reset. 7:09. And now I think we're ready to go here. So the game clock was running, but they've reset it. 7:09. Shotgun. 2x2 again. Tabora, 2nd and 12 from his own 23. Back he goes. 4-man rush from Albright. Tabora steps up, throws it over the middle. It's high. Too high for Yannick, and also, thankfully, too high for Armand Jefferson. Incomplete. Now that brings up 3rd and 12 with 7:01 to go. And I don't know that Wilkes wants to give the ball back to Albright the way the offense has moved the ball for the Lions here. So this is a tough spot for the Colonels. They need to keep the chains moving here, but they face 3rd and long deep in their own territory. What does Coach Strock have in the bag here? 2 to the top, 2 to the near side. Jones and Nelson near side, Yannick and Stieber to the top. Wiley, sidecar right to Tabora. Tabora back, 3-man rush, steps up into the pocket. Now Wilkes has to throw it down the sideline to Nelson, and a flag comes out. They're going to throw a flag on Robert Terrell, who had his arms wrapped around Nelson. And Coach Marska's hot. He doesn't like that. Pass interference against Albright is the call from the field judge. That's the call.
Number 14, 15 yards on the goal in the first down.
A 15-yard penalty brings the ball from the 23-yard line out to the 38. Massive penalty, the 7th of the game against Albright for 85 yards. And Wilkes gets a first down, a fresh set of downs, from their own 38-yard line with 6:53 to go. Let's see if they take advantage. One receiver near side. Tight end right. 2 to the top. Tabora, shotgun. Linebackers showing pressure on the edges here. Tabora gets it, rolls to his left, now pitches it underneath to Harrison, but Harrison's not going to find much room to go. He maybe got back to the line of scrimmage as Albright was in on the stop. A shovel pass to Bryce Harrison. He's kind of hiding in a wing look there.
31 and 42. 31 and 42.
You have no idea how true that is. Absolutely no idea how true that is.
So Harrison gets no gain.
No, I once did that. They sent me a thing to read. It was like a Snoop Dogg word.
So they'll try it again. Shotgun, 2nd and 10 from the 38. 2x2. Back goes Tabora, 4-man rush, steps up in the pocket, now flushes out to the left. He shuffles this one this time out to Juan Salas Negron and gets a little more out across his own 44-yard line is where they'll mark him down. A 6-yard pickup.
Third down.
So now, 3rd down, under 6 minutes to go. 3rd and 4. Ball on their own 44, they need the 48. Ball on the far side hash, left to right for Wilkes. They trail 36-33. 3 near side, Nelson, isolation to the top. Shotgun again for Tabora, back he goes. 3-man rush from Albright. Tabora stands in the pocket, throws, and it is complete. First down and more. Yannick inside the 45 of Albright. And a flag comes out. A flag came out late. Yannick's helmet's off.
Flag on the play. Number 8,
That's an 11-yard pickup to Yannick. But what's the call here? The official's talking about it. And here's the call from the official. Personal foul. Face mask against Albright. A 15-yard penalty. Two massive penalties against Albright on this drive.
He made the tackle by the face mask. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Well,
penalties for 100 yards against Albright. And the ball moves from the 45 to the Albright 30. First and 10, Wilkes. They've gotten 30 yards on penalties on this drive alone. So the Colonels with 5:20 to go in this game, trailing 36-33, moving the ball down the field. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Shotgun for Tabora with Wiley. And Coach Marska and company of Albright want a timeout. We'll take one with them as well. First and 10, Wilkes from the 30-yard line. Coming up, stick with us. You're listening to Wilkes Football on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokoch for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokoch State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokoch State Farm.
So Wilkes taking advantage of 30 yards and penalties to have the ball on the 30-yard line of Albright. First and 10. Moving the ball down the field, trying to punch it in. They trail 36-33. Some scores from around the MAC, 41-25. Widener in front of Kings, 5:13 to go in that game. Kings on the Widener 43-yard line. Michigan Accordion leads 39-33, 7:08 to go in that game. They have a 2nd and 3 from their own 50-yard line, and Lebanon Valley fell to Stevenson 36-7. Wilkes, 1st and 10 from the Albright 30-yard line. Tabora has thrown 3 interceptions. He has also thrown 4 touchdown passes. Shotgun, play action, just going to be a run on the read by Tabora. Nowhere to go. He might have lost a yard on that play.
Tackle made by number 48, Tyler Foster.
Loss of a yard for Tabora, back to the 31 now, 2nd and 11, 4:50 to go. Nelson, near side. Stieber, Yannick to the top. Harrison, tight end left. Shotgun, Wiley, sidecar right to Tabora. Again, pressure is being shown off the edges by the Lions. They bring it. Now Tabora quickly flings it out to the outside, complete to Yannick, knocked out of bounds inside the 25, down near the 23-yard line. He's 3 yards shy of the first down marker. An 8-yard pickup.
3rd down.
So they complete to Yannick on the 8-yard one, but now it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 3. Ball on the 23-yard line. They need the 20. Shotgun again. Nelson, isolation to the top. Yannick and Stieber near side. Tabora just going to run off that right side. Now tries to cut back up the field. He's got a first down inside the 20 and down near the 18-yard line. Well ahead of the sticks. 5-yard pickup for Tabora. As they're going to mark that at the 18. The officials are discussing something in the middle of the field. Sticks haven't moved yet, but the referee signaled for a first down. Ball's on the 18-yard line with 3:54 to go. So the officials, and now I guess we're going to get clarification here.
Offside, number 14.
Oh, there's an offside.
County is declined.
There's an offside called against Albright. So Tabora runs for the first down. It's now 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line and 3:49 to go. So Wilkes trying to grind things out here. This will be the 8th play of the drive. 3:40. They trail 36-33. They've got 2 timeouts remaining. They go 3 receivers near side, 1 to the top. Albright has 2 timeouts remaining as well. Nelson alone at the top. Play action. Quick pass to Juan Salas Negron trying to get around some blockers, and he does make the catch, but he's going to lose a yard again. They try to set up that jet screen, and they don't get much.
Number 9, Juan Joseph.
So it looks like it's no gain. Or no, they move it back about a half a yard or so. So 2nd and 12, or 2nd and 11 here. Now it's the second time they tried to run that wide receiver screen with Salas Negron, and they lost yardage on it. Nelson near side. Salas Negron the slot to the top with Stieber. Back goes to Bora. He looks near side for Nelson. Now he's under duress. Gets out to his left, trying to create. Throws it to the end zone. Stieber catches it. Touchdown, Wilkes. Jose creates. Stieber scores. And the Colonels retake the lead with 2:37 to go. And a 19-yard touchdown pass. $19 yards on the strike. The kick is good for Cutteroff. 40-36 is now the score. Combines with Stieber on the touchdown pass. A 9-play drive that started at the 25-yard line. Ends in a touchdown. But now Albright now has an opportunity with the ball back. So Wilkes is going to kick here. 40-36 they lead. Somehow in this game, it's been back and forth on homecoming here at Wilkes University. So it looks like Dickerson's back with Lawson. It's the first time we've seen him returning kicks. Now he was listed as their regular kick returner. So we'll see. He's got some speed. We know he's the biggest offensive threat for this team. So they put him back to receive the kick with Lawson. Cutteroff, ball on the 35-yard line. Puts his foot to it. End over end. Kicked far side, picked up at the 5 by Lawson. At his 10, his 15, his 20 down the sideline. He's hit, runs away from a tackler, trying to spin away again, and knocked backwards around the 29-yard line. And that's where Albright will take over. 2:27 to go in this game. They trail by 4. They've got 2 timeouts remaining. Ball on the far side. Hash, right to left. Albright going to move with the football. Jimmy LaHaye, 25 of 37, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 293 yards. Last 2 possessions have ended in touchdowns for him. He has the ball on his own 29, 1st and 10, 2 to the near side, 2 to the top. Sidecar left is Thorpe, the Wilkes crowd trying to get into it. LaHaye, back he goes, he looks to his left, now throws it down, has his man, it's complete by Miller into Wilkes territory and down at the 41-yard line. A huge completion right out of the gate. That's a 29-yard pass completion to Miller, and he gets out of bounds at the Wilkes 42-yard line. Ball on the near side hash. 2:11 to go. Clock running. 36 points for Albright. But they trail by 4. 2 by 2 again. Shotgun for LaHaye from the 42. Back he goes. Looking. Steps up in the pocket. Near side. Bounces in front of Dickerson. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming. So Dickerson and Miller out there. Looks like it's Zahner out there alongside Vargas. Dickerson and Miller on the near side. Zahner and Vargas the top. 2 by 2 again. Thorpe next to LaHaye. Shotgun once again. 2nd and 10 from the Wilkes 42. Back he goes. 3-man rush. Throws it near side. Complete to Miller. Tiptoes out of bounds. Close. I think he's got the first down by 10 yards. Yep, they got it.
32, I think.
Right at the 32-yard line. First down. It's a first down. And now Albright with 1:49 to go. Clock stops. They trail 40-36. Still have 2 timeouts remaining. So they get a 29 or 28-yard pass, and now they get a 10-yard pass. 2x2 again. LaHaye gets the snap. Back he goes. Pressure comes from Wilkes. He's hit as he lets it go. Dickerson catches upfield. Dickerson touchdown. LaHaye was smashed as he let that one go, but the Lions score on a touchdown pass, the 5th of the game for Jimmy LaHaye. A 32-yard touchdown pass. And now it's 42-40, Albright in front. So 1:41 to go. 2 timeouts remaining for Wilkes. An extra point to come from Getz. Here's the snap. The hold's down. The kick is up. And it's good.
Extra point is good. Albright leads 40.
Albright on top. 43-40. What a game this has been. Wilkes gets the ball back. 2 timeouts remaining. 1:41 to go. Jimmy LaHaye, 364 yards passing and 5 touchdowns in this game.
Like I'm thinking, okay, yeah, of course it gets a touchdown, but like the kick thing.
Widener has defeated Kings 41-25. Misericordia has defeated Alvernia 45-33. So the Cougars have won 4 games in a season for the first time in school history and are 3-0 in the MAC. So, Albright has to kick off here from their own 35-yard line. Wilkes back to receive with Cadis and Fink standing inside their 5. 1:41 to go in this game. So Widener wins on the road at Kings. Misericordia wins at home against Alvernia. Stevenson wins at home against Lebanon Valley. Can Wilkes win on homecoming here? They trail 43-40. Gets to kick here. Here it is, end over end, high. Cadis will call for the fair catch. With 1:41 to go, the Colonels start from their own 25.
Ball goes out in the 25-yard. Yeah, because the ball, not if there's a touchback, it goes to the 20, and fair catch is 25. There's a big distinction.
So can the Albright defense get a stop here?
Anything after the game?
The Colonels break the huddle on the sideline. Steber, receiver to the near side. Terrell is the one guarding him. Yannick, slot near side. Nelson to the top. Shotgun. 2 seconds on the play clock. 1, they get it off. Tabora, back he goes. 1st and 10 from his own 25. Under duress, gets away from a tackle. Now McCarty. Tabora trying to run with it. Wraps up down at the 39-yard line. A great run to start. They're going to mark him at the 40 on a 15-yard pickup.
That would be number 8-7.
Back goes Tabora, rolling to his left. 1st and 10 from his 40. Now throws it down the sideline. It is incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Number 7 there, Nelson.
Looking for Nelson on the far side sideline. 1:23 to go. 2nd and 10 Wilkes from their own 40-yard line. Colonels running, Yannick off. Gonzalez Negron comes on. Second and 10 from their own 40-yard line for the Colonels. 1:23 to go. They have 2 timeouts remaining. What is Coach Jock going to draw up here? Salas Negron and Steber to the top. Nelson near side. Tight left. Back goes to Bora. Under duress. Steps in the pocket. Now throws to the left side. Looking for Juan Salas Negron. And it's intercepted. A flag comes out. There's a flag on the play. It's picked off. It's picked off by Albright, but who's the flag on? Kamal Stewart was in. It's a foul, I think, against Albright. Hold on here. Pass interference against Stewart. a 15-yard penalty. The 9th penalty called against Albright. So from the 40, this moves the ball to the Albright 45-yard line. So the ball's on the near side hash, the Albright 45, left to right for Wilkes. They trail 43 to 40. Shotgun again for Tabora. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top, and the officials, I think, want to reset. And the clock. .1:15 to go. Shotgun. Tabora. Back he goes. Looking near side. Quick passes complete over the middle. That one to Jordan Jones. His first reception from the 45 gets to a 7-yard completion. So 7-yard pickup. And they're going to throw it out to the left side quickly, and Nelson can't get to it. It's incomplete. So now that brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 3. 54 seconds to go. 2 timeouts remaining for Wilkes. Salas Negron gets the call. Wilkes has the ball on the 38-yard line. They need the 35 for the first down. Tabora, Wiley, sidecar left. Nelson, isolation near side. Stieber and Salas Negron to the top. It's Jones, tight left. Tabora going to try to run to the left. Now runs it back up the middle. He's got a first down. There's Jose Tabora. And he's at the 34-yard line, a 4-yard pickup. So quickly, 46 seconds. Clock moving. 1st and 10 from the Albright 34. Back goes Tabora. Looking near side, nowhere to go. Now just has to throw it long. And incomplete to nobody. But he's still in the tackle box, though. Was he still in the tackle box? Because he threw it out and no one was within 15 yards of it. Now the officials are going to talk about it here. With 36 seconds left, Tabora was still in the tackle box and whipped it out to the sideline. And nothing's going to happen. All right, incomplete pass. The officials go back to their spots. Ball on the 34-yard line. 36 seconds to go. Almost thought that might have been intentional grounding. Nelson near side. Stieber and Yannick to the top. Wiley, sidecar right to Tabora. 43 to 40, he trails. 36 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. Tabora, back, looking, throws it down the middle, double coverage. It's too high, and it is incomplete, intended for Nelson. Tabora threw it up for grabs. Double coverage. Luckily, it drops to the turf, and now it's 3rd and 10 from the 34 with 29 seconds to go. Now, again, Wilkes has 2 timeouts remaining. So throwing it over the middle wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, or running it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world in those first 2 drives. We'll see here. One receiver near side with Nelson. Stieber and Salas Negron to the top. Shotgun again. Ball on the 34-yard line. 3rd and 10. Left to right for Wilkes. Tabora flushed. Looking downfield. Throws it. Has Jones. Caught inside the 20. Jones knocked out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play to the 14. A 20-yard pickup. So Jones picks up the first down, 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line, 20 seconds to go. It was knocked out of bounds. They're in the field goal range, but as Wilkes want to try to win this instead. Nelson near side, 2 receivers to the top, shotgun again for Tabora. Jones tight right. Wiley, sidecar to his right. Back goes Tabora, looking to his left, looking to the end zone. Stieber, corner, it's caught! Touchdown, Wilkes! No flags! Stieber on the catch! Tabora on the throw! What an unbelievable drive drive by the Colonels with 11 seconds to go. And they lead 46-43. 6 touchdown passes for Jose Tabora today. Extra point, automatic. Cutoff goes through. 47-43, the Colonels lead with 11 seconds to go. A 9-play drive that goes 75 yards and takes a minute 30 seconds. 6 touchdown passes for Jose Tabora. The Colonels lead by 3 or 4, 47-43 on the extra point. Albright has 2 timeouts remaining and an explosive offense. 11 seconds to go. The Colonels need to give themselves an opportunity here with a good kickoff, good coverage, and then hope the defense can hold up their end of the bargain. Albright's going to get the ball with their offense. Depends on if they call a fair catch, if they try to return it. That will determine how much time they're going to have. Colonels have the ball on the 35-yard line. It's Dickerson and Lawson back to receive. Cutter off. The ball on the 35, ready to kick. The Colonels sideline, trying to get into it again here. Cutter off. Looks to his right. Starts to approach the ball, puts his right boot to it. It's a line drive kick taken by one of the upmen at the 21-yard line. Now brought out to the 30, coming to the near side to the 35, and out of bounds at the 37 with 3 seconds left. There are 3 seconds remaining. So there will be a play from the 39-yard line of Albright. Wilkes just has to keep the Lions out of the end zone. 47-43. The Lions and their explosive offense have the ball on their own 39-yard line. It's a 61-yard play that's going to have to give them the win here. Can Wilkes hang on and win their second game in a row, their first home game this year? This Colonels team doesn't make it easy, that's for sure. Vargas and Miller near side. Zahner and Dickerson to the top. Shotgun again from LaHaye. Thorpe sidecar left. 47-43, and are they icing the quarterback here? Wilkes calls a timeout. So the Colonels trying to get back to 500. Albright had their first win pretty much in their grasp, and Wilkes took it away. Colonels trying to get their second conference win as well. On a weekend where Kings lost 41-25, Misericordia won 45-33, and Stevenson won 36-7. Don't look now, Misericordia is 3-0 in the conference. So the Colonels send 5 players back inside their own 10 pretty much. They've got 3 down linemen, 2, 3, and their 3 linebackers standing inside the 50. Everybody else is back at their own 10-yard line. And the linebackers will provide some token coverage. Back goes LaHaye, throws it down the field, it's complete. Zahner pitches it, no, he keeps it, now gives it back up to Thorpe, and Thorpe is tackled, and that's the end of the game. Thorpe tackled at the Wilkes 32-yard line. Zahner got it back to him, and the Colonels are victorious. They win their 3rd game of the season, their first at home on a wild homecoming weekend, 47-43. Both teams get together at midfield. Coach Marska and Coach Drock will be up at midfield as well after what was a great football game back and forth between these 2 teams. Players shaking hands, the coaching staff shaking hands as well. And what was a great game between the Lions and the Colonels. Wilkes with a win at home on homecoming over Albright. 47-43 the final. We'll take a break. When we come back, postgame show on the way. You're listening to Wilkes Football on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com.
Celebrating 90 years. Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokoch for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokoch State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokoch State Farm.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol and Janelle's and the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol and Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza, delicious pasta dishes, scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carol and Janelle's where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
So lots of fireworks here from Schmidt Stadium, the Walston Athletic Complex, the campus of Wilkes University, 47-43. Back and forth this game went. There was 43 points scored between the two teams in the fourth quarter alone as Wilkes and Albright traded points back and forth. The Colonels come away 47-43. The final score in this game, it was back and forth. It was entertaining. Probably not the best if you like defense, but that's okay. Both these teams have some pretty good offenses. Wilkes goes for 509 yards of total offense, 368 through the air, including 6 touchdown passes. They rush for 141 yards as well. 34 first downs to 23 in favor of Wilkes. They dominated as far as the categories are concerned in terms of what their offense was able to put out there on the field. Just 417 yards of offense from Albright. They threw for 385 yards, but the turnovers, penalties really caught up with Albright in this game. 9 penalties for 115 yards compared to just 4 for 44 for Wilkes. We only saw 6 punts in the game. Wilkes controlled the ball 35 minutes and 54 seconds to just 24 minutes, and Wilkes was 8 of 11 on third down, so they continue to be strong on third down this season. Some individual numbers for you. For Albright, 29-42 was Jimmy LaHaye for 385 yards, had 5 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Really improved as the game went on, got way more accurate with it. Zach Miller, 11 catches, 150 yards and 2 scores. Kyle Dickerson, 7 catches, 104 yards and 2 scores. Zahner had 6 catches for 78 yards and a touchdown as well. Everybody really chipping in receiving-wise as far as Albright's concerned. 13 rushes. Unfortunately, just had 37 yards. He really didn't have a ton of space early in this game. Did have a touchdown, though, for Albright. Nate Steffen led everybody with 10 total tackles, 3 solo tackles for his team. Had a tackle for loss assist as well. Lawson had 10 total tackles, had 6 solo tackles as well. This is a team that got a lot going, at least in pass defense. Came away with 3 interceptions, 2 by Armand Jefferson. Stewart comes away. Kamal Stewart had an interception as well, so 3 picks for Albright. But their mistakes just outweighed Wilkes' mistakes. Meanwhile, the Colonels, 28 of 47 for Jose Tabora. 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 368 yards. Nick Yannick had 6 catches, 127 yards and a score. Stieber had 3 touchdown catches on 7 overall catches and 100 yards. Nelson, 6 catches, 74 yards and a touchdown. Leshinsky got in on the action, 1 catch for 6 yards and a score. Salas Negron, 5 catches, 34 yards as well. Tabora ended up with 111 yards rushing on 22 attempts. Wiley finishes with 28 yards rushing. Cadis came in for a run as well, and he picked up 2 yards on that. Wilkes on defense, impressive balance. Weber with 6 tackles, Murphy with 6 tackles. Weber had 2 tackles for loss as well. Woods, Wood, and Moyer all had 5 tackles apiece. for the Colonels. A couple tackles for loss in the backfield as well. Some sacks. Schneider, Ricky, and Murphy all coming up to make some plays in the backfield. And then in pass defense, 3 interceptions for the Colonels. Fink, Montague on a touchdown, interception return for touchdown that really changed the complexion of the game and got Wilkes back into it immediately. And then Chang with a pick as well for the Colonels in this one. Montague went 56 yards on his touchdown run. So that's going to do it for us, 47-43. Not bad for homecoming. Wilkes wins it here on the John Mendola Show Network and on GoWilkesU.com. Join us again Friday night, 7 o'clock. We'll have the kickoff between Wilkes and FDU Forum out in Madison, New Jersey. We'll be making the trip for that one. Looking forward to that. The Devils have been pretty good so far this year. One of the top teams in the conference. And Wilkes has a habit of playing everybody close and making things interesting. So we'll see if that's the case. Friday night kick. We'll have that for you here. The John Mendola Show YouTube live stream and on GoWilkesU.com. I'm Tom Ferguson. Thanks so much for listening, hanging out with us this afternoon. The final score, 47-43, Wilkes over Albright. This has been Wilkes Football, the John Mendola Show Network, and GoWilkesU.com.
Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at McCarthyTire.com.